a new era in competitive mini golf.
Out past the hole, and he has got it. Oh my goodness.
He reaches over with his left hand and blocks the seatbelt of Davidson.
Oh, it's slippery or does it?
Welcome to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, the mini golf capital of the world. My name is JT Tilley, and today, Pro League Network brings you the grand finale of the World Putting League's Survivor Series. After starting the series off with 12 competitors, 8 of those gentlemen have gotten their putts kicked off of the course. In the first 2 events, some familiar faces went down in shocking fashion. The heavy underdogs prevailed to sudden death and the final. The first competitor featured in today's final is Randy Reeves from Montgomery, Alabama. He returned to WPL after not seeing any competition since last June. He won the 2016 Masters and shot a course record at the Hawaiian Rumble in 2016. The next featured opponent is John Powell. The Colonel Sanders lookalike is a consistent head-over-heels putter who dominated the play of Joey Graybill and Michael Rutledge in Event 2 of the Survivor Series. Capitalizing on every opportunity he had, Powell looks to deliver another hot start to claim his first World Putting League championship. This man has a tendency to show up in style. The winner of Event 2, Greg Newport, is one of the most successful putters across the country. His trophy case is just about ready to add a WPL title to it, being a 2009 and a 2018 US PMGA Masters champion, 2007 US Open champion, and 2010 PPA National champion. And finally, the Tally Man, Tim Tally. He represented Team USA last year in Finland, aiding them to a top 3 finish in the tournament. In Event 1, Tally was a cold-blooded putter, beating the likes of Brian Johnson and Rick Alessi at sudden death with his back against the wall. Which of these 4 putters will survive? Who will be the next World Putting League champion? Let's go to Josh Tapia as they discuss the lines next.
Hello friends, I'm Josh Tapia here, getting ready to finish what's been an exciting WPL Survivor Series. I'll be helping you break down all of today's betting previews, but before we get into it, you can bet on all of this action on Bet365 or DraftKings Sportsbook under their golf category. But without further ado, let's get into it. Our tournament favorite is Greg Newport at plus 115. He's coming off a victory at Survivor Series Episode 2 and has proven his ability in every tournament he competes in. He's one of the most decorated putters on tour, and the only player in the World Putting League to shoot a perfect 18 on a mini golf course. He's also quite dynamic and calculated, displaying the ability to do whatever it takes to win. If you're looking for a safe bet to make it out of the first group, Greg Newport is definitely worth a shot. Now let's take a look at John Powell, who's listed at plus 150. He's been putting extremely well recently and has seemingly found his groove on the course. He even managed to secure aces on holes 16 and 13, which are 2 of the most difficult holes on this course. The Colonel Sanders will show no mercy as he looks to continue his dominance and seek out his first WPL victory. Now let's look at Randy Reeves at plus 225. He came out last week to a hot start by notching an ace on holes 1 and 2. He registered the first ace in history on hole 2. Although he had a nice start, he came up just short in the playoff. He's out looking for revenge, and I'd love to back someone who is hungry for a win. And finally, Tim Tally. If you're after the biggest dog of the day, look no further than Tim Tally. Although he doesn't have the best course history on Pineapple, he came up clutch and won the playoff in Episode 1. If you're looking for other markets, hole number 1 offers the players a great look at an ace to start their round. It's a putt that relies on pace and precision, but if you're able to get it between the rocks, it's a relatively straight line. Reeves and Newport have both aced their last 3 attempts here, but you need to rely on half the field to sink it to cash the over. Hole 3 is a tricky one as the players look for a backdoor bank off of the bricks. To get an ace, they'll have to hit the right spot and rely on a solid bounce for it to go in. The field averages around a 20% chance for a hole-in-one here, but these 6 players are close to 35%. Which shows their skills and familiarity with the course. The last featured hole is hole number 7. Although it looks like it goes on a relatively straight line and in, this hole features a steep downhill and hard break to the left. Players will have to be careful here, as too much speed will have their ball go past the hole and out of bounds. That's all from me here, folks. Let's send it live to JT Tilley and Guy Henderson on hand.
Hello, WPL fans, and welcome to World Putting League Survivor Series. Only this time, it's the finals. My name is JT Tilley, and I am here for this special 1-hour presentation of the finals with world-renowned miniature golf expert and legendary mini golfer, Guy Henderson. And Guy, what do you think about tonight's lineup?
Well, legendary is a bit of a stretch considering the last time I played, I shot maybe a 30 over. But the lineup today is going to be electric. We've got 4 golfers who've won the first two events. They're looking good. I'm not sure who I've got right now. Greg Newport's looking hot. Randy Reeves is also looking good.
All right. So just to recap, what you're telling me is that Greg Newport looking hot, Randy Reeves is looking good. Thank you.
Hot and good.
Well, I tell you, tonight it's exciting to me. These 4 names are completely unknown to me. I'm very excited. I've heard that there's a guy that plays with a bucket of chicken, and then there was another guy that was like a miniature golfer. And I'm just really excited about, learning about the sport from you tonight.
Is it a miniature golfer? Or
I don't know what to expect. To be honest, I don't know what to expect. I'm excited to be here. I've heard a lot about the World Putting League finals and the guys involved. But the last time I was here, it was Joey Grable, and we had a guy in a chicken suit, So things are different now. The sport has evolved, and I can't wait to see what happens with the 2 or 3 new legends that emerge this season at World Putting League. And again, Guy, it's just so I'm honored to have you here and to get my legendary time on screen with someone like you of your stature. It's just really an honor, and I appreciate that.
Well, it's an honor to be here with you too, JT. Learning from the best. Joe Grable used to be the GOAT, kind of got knocked off his pedestal this last event, but let's see who's going to take the new status.
Yeah, we'll see who takes the new status, but Joey Grable, still the GOAT, just 1 loss, and I think it takes a lot more than that to take away your legendary status. I should know.
Tell me, JT, when was the last time you were in Myrtle Beach?
I was in Myrtle Beach for WPL 3 and 4, and the time that I was there, I watched Joey Grable both times. I watched him win the match against a guy named Freddie the Luchador Hernandez. And at that show, I had been drinking. I wasn't working. I'd been drinking, but I remember there was a fist fight at the 18th hole, and I won. I was the winner. And then I remember that there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people running and screaming. But in the end, I watched the replay, and it was Grable.
Drinking, a fist fight, and running and screaming?
Yeah, that's just how I party, man.
Sounds like a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's just, I love miniature golf. Everybody that knows me knows I love miniature golf, and that's why I'm so excited to be here with you, Guy. I mean, Guy Henriksen, when I was in junior high, we used to talk about this guy and his legendary putts.
Putts?
Yeah, you're a legendary putts.
P-U-T-T-S?
Yes.
I thought I didn't know what I was talking about.
No, you were all over it.
Tell me, who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to win today?
I'm rooting for Randy Reeves, but then there's also Tammy Tilley, who I never met her, but Tammy Tilley probably related to me in some sort. So I look forward to seeing her play.
JT, I'm looking forward to getting to know you after this next stream. It seems like you've had an interesting life.
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Firefighter from Oklahoma.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. But today it's about the World Putting League, and it's just been an incredible series so far. We saw so many legendary players go down, and these 4 guys coming into the final. Greg Newport, of course. I spoke earlier today with Rick Alessi, and he was telling me about Greg Newport. I said Greg's been playing for about 25 years professionally. I think all of these guys have been playing for quite a long time. And because I know very little about them, I went to Greg and his beautiful wife, and I said, hey, please help me. And I was on the phone with Greg, and I said, what are you doing today? And he says, I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I'm at the Aloha Pineapple Course. And I said, well, funny you should say, because I'm in Branson, Missouri at the PLN studios, and I need some background info. So he really quickly filled me in, and I'm completely prepared and ready.
Well, good. Let's talk about what's going on here. You can see they're coming up on hole 2. Hole 2 is quite synonymous for being a bit of a tricky one with the back thing there. A lot of out of bounds opportunity here. Tell me, what does this hole look like to you?
Well, I've been to this course a few
And also,
times.
what makes a good hole?
Don't touch me, guy. What makes a good hole? I mean, the first thing you have to ask yourself is just, how long do I want to spend on this one? Do I want to take my time and kind of work it in? Or is this the kind of thing I want to just get this hole over with and slam, getting it to the next one? These four gentlemen look like they're just going to take their time here and slow play. And, Conway Twitty said it best. You want a man with a slow hand.
See, the thing about me in a hole is I like to approach it slowly. Really know what it's all about before I dive right in. So I can see that's kind of what's going on here. This looks like it's going to be deuces.
All right.
Nice.
So deuces. Tell me what you mean when you say deuces.
Well, JT, so a deuce is a double putt. That's a par in mini golf.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got two shots to get the ball in the hole every time. So two shot would be a deuce, and that would be a par. If they go one under, that's a hole in one, and one over, that's one over par. So that's going to be a 3-putt.
Okay.
Most players should be looking on a deuce in this hole. It's a pretty tricky hole. You will kind of want to set yourself up on the green early on, like with a nice first shot like that, like you've just seen John Powell do there, and then kind of putt in for a 2-putt. The thing about this course is the first 9 is the easier part of the course. The back 9 gets really tricky. So a lot of the golfers, they like to come out aggressive on the first 9, stack their shots under, come in under 2, and then in the second 9, play a bit more calm. Don't go for the hole-in-ones, just keep it deuces, and that's normally how you see them doing well. There we go. Just like that. Perfect.
Okay, now this gentleman here with the hat, this gentleman's name is?
This is John Powell.
John Powell, correct. Yes. This is the chicken guy.
This is the chicken guy.
They call him the chicken man. Well, actually, don't call him the chicken man. That's just what we call him at my house. Hey, kids. John Powell, I watched him after the first series when he got his win. He came with a bucket of chicken for his opponent. I just felt like that was both some tremendous trash talk and some tender loving care because someone ate the chicken. Someone did eat the chicken.
Huh?
Yeah. I have a question, though. I appreciate you explaining the rules, but what is the reason why most of these guys don't just putt the ball in on the first shot?
Well, JT, you read my mind. It's pretty tricky. I've played this course before. It's a little bit difficult in terms of the angle you need to take, the greens, they work a bit funny. And it looks like the conditions today are a little bit warmer, which makes the ball move slower under the green.
I haven't really heard a lot of people refer to it as the greens are a bit funny, but do these guys all smoke the same, or are they able to diversify?
I don't know. That's something maybe you have to tell me.
I noticed they're allowed to wear different shoes also. Okay, so this was another guy came in here. This gentleman here's name. Who are we looking at here, guy?
That is Greg Newport.
Greg Newport. Okay, so when I spoke to Rick Alessi this morning, he did tell me that that's one of his top 2 finishers. He said not to say anything at all. He's actually here now, but he'll be going home to see his beautiful wife, Doris, for the finals. They'll watch together with the dogs on the couch. His beautiful wife, Doris, she is a Japanese Christian ventriloquist, and they've been married for 47 years.
That seems like a lot of information to give on a first call.
Well, I'm on Facebook.
I see. Greg Newport, big favorite of mine. Unbelievable last event. Won the whole thing. I think Greg Newport, this is going to come down to this is going to be the Greg Newport, Randy Reeves show.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. The thing is, I watched Greg Newport just completely kick ass at the very beginning. I came in kind of naive, and when I watched the show, I expected it just to be the legends just sweeping and destroying everyone. And to me, these guys just really kind of showed us that even as a promotion, we've got an opportunity here to level up. And when the competition gets a little bit more intense, then the legends rise to the occasion. So I think I'd like to see the winner of this match in some sort of a maybe a miniature golf contest with Grable, or if we could do like a fist fight, or like if there was fencing, some sort of a new PLN sport could be put together. But I would like to see those two, the winner of this match and Grable, in some sort of a death match or a food fight or something.
Something where there's a clear winner.
Yeah, there's got to be a clear winner. And I don't say we go to where one man's unconscious or not, but I'm not saying we don't. I just think that that's mini golf.
JT, they're coming up on hole 3 now.
Hole 3. All right, we've got Colonel Sanders here just kind of striking a pose. And this one's probably for the ladies. If you'll take a look at him here, this guy's got on some incredible, cool-looking New Balances here, and they match his belt. And again, this guy is diversifying his wardrobe. Last time I saw him, he looked completely different. He had on a black vest And here we go, everybody. Here's the
See
putt.
what he's got. Another tricky hole.
Let's take a look at his putt. He's faking us out here. Why does he do that, guy? Why do they fake us out like this?
I think he's just toying his opponents,
Oh, he wants the ball to know what it.
Oh,
Oh, and you can't get any closer than that. Holy smokes, man.
my word.
You know what? That's why they lick the ball. Sometimes guys will lick the ball and then they hit it for that extra little. Oh, and he did it. Look at that.
Look at it. Cool as a cucumber.
You know, that's a guy, man. It just did. He just did something incredible and still disappointed in himself, man. That's too bad.
Sounds like me.
Yeah. I was going to say something to you off camera.
Here's our favorite, Greg Newport, stepping up to the bar.
Greg Newport coming in here looking like Johnny Cash.
See, there's another fake out, huh? These guys are really taking it seriously.
Yeah, the thing about Newport is that at first he lines up like he's going to kick a point after touchdown. He takes 3 steps and 2 over. But really, it's just about miniature golf. Look at him. He wants these people to feel like he's going to knock the piss out of this ball, but instead he said, and look at this. Look at this.
Backboard.
Oh, my God! Wow! That's what I'm saying. You can't come in here with some white T-shirts on and try to play miniature golf. Yeah, look at the balls on this dude, man.
My balls.
Wow, that's incredible. Wow.
Unbelievable shot.
WPL mascot Bill Yucatanis there. You saw in the background for just a moment. Okay, be more serious here.
As you can see, how are you going to follow that? How are you going to follow something like that? Put
Listen,
the ball in the hole, and then he said, look at my balls.
Yeah, it was incredible. That was nice, man. This gentleman right here doesn't seem to care. Oh, he's going to try to copy the putt. Oh, man.
You don't know Greg Newport, sir. You don't know Greg Newport.
Well, we don't know that that's not Greg Newport Sr. Who is this, actually?
This is Randy Reeves.
Oh, Randy. Hey, listen.
Another consistent, solid player.
I've spoken to 5 people today that would know more than me. They all picked Randy Reeves. Look at him. Look how upset he is, man. That's got to be tough to follow a guy that just kind of drops it in, and you got to go second after him, man. And you're like, well, I already watched one guy drop this in, and now if it takes me longer than what I'm the schmuck, that's a tough one. So,
well, here's Tim Talley. He's still 1 under, which is unbelievable.
What's his name?
Tim Talley.
Tim Talley.
Unbelievable for the first 3 tricky holes. He's got a hole-in-one ready. Let's see what he can do with this. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man. That's upsetting. How much of this do you think, Guy, might be the fact that his vision is partially obscured by the hat anytime he looks down? You think that's a mistake?
I'm not too sure because he's kind of put the hat on and he knows what he's doing.
I don't think he definitely.
That was a close rim job. Don't underestimate that, sir.
That's what they call that. I understand. Okay, and
easy for deuces.
So this hole here was
deuces.
Oh, I do a deuce is when you drop it in the hole after 2. But in this particular hole, Greg Newport dropped it in on the first hit.
And Greg Newport
fantastic
leading,
gameplay.
Greg Newport leading,
Look,
2 under, followed by Tim Talley, John Powell, Randy Reeves, kind of following up behind on Powell.
When you say Randy Reeves is kind of following up behind, what do you mean by that?
Randy Reeves is currently on par, which means he's deuced every hole, which means he's on E, which means he's not 1 up, he's not 1 down. The rest of the players are all under, which means they've got at least 1 hole-in-one and they haven't shot over.
I understand.
Which is unbelievably competitive.
I see what you mean.
Don't forget, so you are looking at the 4 best mini golfers in the whole of the continental United States. So I understand. This is an unbelievable score. Here comes Greg Newport.
Some of these guys got to step it up, though. You don't want to go down in history as a guy that deuced in every hole. That's ridiculous. You've got to get some of these big finishes. Look here. Look how cool he looks, man.
In his free time, Greg Newport drive a truck.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
I would say that that's his full-time job, but after watching this performance, his full-time job is mini golf.
It was, but the problem... Oh. Yeah, you could be right. It was, but the problem with Greg Newport is that when you've got this level of showmanship, there's really nowhere to go. You see this with a lot of comics. They burn out real quickly. And, look at Greg. He's got the coordination of the shirt, the belt. He's got the shoes, the socks. I mean, it's a lot of flash. And working for him now in the short term. But let's just hope his golf can back up the flair.
I mean, if his golf has done any talking so far, it's spoken about stepping up to the mark. Randy Reeves.
Okay, Randy Reeves. Everyone's choice.
Was everyone's choice at the start?
Everyone's choice when I spoke to him earlier. I'm going to have to ask you to leave for a second, Guy. Everyone's choice When I spoke to them earlier, every single one of them picked Randy Reeves. As I'm watching now, it seems to me that Randy Reeves is struggling. Maybe it's the course, maybe it's the adversity of the gameplay of Greg Newport, but Randy Reeves is going to have to hustle, man. What hole are we on here?
We are currently on hole.
Oh, and this guy's going to take a knee here. What kind of a statement is he making, Guy?
See, Jordan, that's the official Jordan. What he's doing right now is when the ball goes in his edge,
Why did he leave his cell phone behind? Oh, okay.
he does that sometimes. He just
Okay.
wants to make sure that he's getting a call or a text. It's not going to go unheard.
Okay,
But
so-
what he does when the ball's on the side, he sits down and he puts 8 inches out, and 8 inches goes in. So he has a ruler with 8 inches.
Understand?
Understand?
I understand.
8 inches, and he puts the 8 inches out like that. Takes the 8 inches, puts it out, and that is how far the ball will go from the sidelines to make sure that it's all fair.
Okay. I understand. Whoa! And another, what did you call that? A rim shot.
Rim job.
Rim job. And this gentleman here with the cowboy hat, what's his name again?
This is Tim Talley.
This is Tim Talley. And Tim Talley just about sank that. And now look at him. He just feels like, it looks like he smelt something bad. And another knee taken by Solomon? Jordan. Correct.
Jordan.
Correct.
JT, you see they often refer to the book there. That is actually a statistic they have on the way the course breaks. So all these greens have specific nooks and crannies that they all work out in through years and years of experience. They write it down in books, so they often refer to their books. As you can see, badass Greg Newport doesn't never look at his book.
He never looks at his book.
Never looks at his book.
Wow. Why do you suppose that is? Does he not trust the information inside of his book? Oh, that was close.
I think he just feels in his bones.
He's just more of a hunch player.
He's just a hunch player.
I understand. Now look at this guy here. He looks like an old prospect that had just found the goal. Let's see. Oh, and he hits it into.
For deuces. See, but as I said, JT, deuces are good on the back nine. Deuces are okay on the front nine.
Okay.
Front nine's the easier part. They got to go aggressive on the front nine. Otherwise, they're just not going to put themselves up for a good standing on the back nine. Back nine gets hairy.
Okay. And here we've got some stats on screen. It kind of looks like the cover of their mixtape, though, if you look closer.
Cover of the mixtape. Randy Reeves says he's feeling blessed and lucky. It's a good day to be lucky and lucky to be good.
Wow.
Look at that. A bit of. John Powell says, if I roll it like I did last event, it'll take a special round to take me down. Interesting. A lot of poetic justice from these players.
Absolutely. What are we looking at here? Well, they had some lines on the screen there. They're showing us the least traveled and the wisest path to the hole. Is that what that is?
That is the statistical way you should be shooting. A lot of the players don't go with that, but in terms of the way the green breaks, that is the way it goes. You also see a lot of the time, you'll see odds on the sideline. Please place your bets through DraftKings. Bet responsibly.
Oh, hey, that was fantastic.
There we go.
All right,
Reeves
so
is
Randy
coming back,
Reeves.
takes the hat off, gives it to a little toad. I wonder if he's got to win one of the sidelines that he's playing for today. Take the hat off, show a bit of chivalry.
Yeah, it was odd to see that he had a full head of hair when he took his hat off.
He did?
It looked like he did, man. That's incredible that he would choose to wear the hat. Maybe it's the same thing with this guy here.
Up here we got
This gentleman here, here's the putt. I do realize he can't hear us, but it seems respectful. Oh my goodness, is he gonna? Oh,
no,
man,
he's
it's
no
like
Greg
this.
Newport. He's just no Greg Newport.
Now, do all of these guys have the same objective, or is it like in darts? Are there guys missing the hole on purpose, Guy?
Unfortunately, not. I think that's got to do with the hat.
Okay, so this guy's got just a faulty hat.
JT, what do you think of their stick that they use to pick the ball out of the hole?
Well, Guy, that's just their golf club. It's got a suction cup on the end of it. That's how they get the ball out. These guys are they're all in their mid-50s. They're not able to bend over quite so much.
Their backs are all done.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Greg Newport's back seems to be fine considering he's carrying the whole event, but let's see.
Yeah, so far he is, but again, these wardrobe choices really they are a factor. That's why this, same hat, the same hat as Tim Talley. It's just that in this particular situation, he chose to kind of take the brim up a little bit, and it gave him kind of a throwback vibe, and it just makes the fans want this guy to win, man. Plus, just look at the belt. Look at the belt on this guy, man.
That is a belt.
He hasn't missed a single loop, and looky here, bam.
Oh, he picks his own ball up.
I eat my words, man. Colonel Sanders
Exactly.
with copping the squat
He picks no move.
and a fist bump there by these two guys, man. Wow, look at this, man.
Standing up to the mark.
Here, this guy emerging is my favorite.
Greg Newport.
Yeah. Does he have a golf name like a fight name like Greg the Animal Newport or Greg the Big Dog Newport? Or,
I don't know, but I think we should come up with one.
let's give it a minute. Let's watch him play here.
You
Let's
spin
see
that
what
over
happens.
and you let me know what you come up with.
I will, man. This guy's becoming my favorite guy here.
Always a fan favorite, Greg Newport.
That's my guy, bro. Greg Newport. And look at him. He celebrates with the fan.
He knows what he's done.
He knows where his fan is on the course. He celebrates with him every time. This is fantastic. Greg Newport, man alive.
Electricity.
I got to get some of these glasses, man. Greg Newport. See, that's when the guy should come out and take a knee. Right now, that's where's that guy now? Greg Newport spanking these dudes.
And he really knows how to celebrate. He puts it off. There's Greg Newport taking the lead aggressively with 3 under. Tim Talley following with 1 under, followed by John Powell tying up with Tim Talley and Randy Reeves. So we've got a first place finish by Greg Newport, and the next 3 are all following with 1 under. This game is anyone's game, but it does look like Greg Newport is kind of running away with this victory. As I said, he's come out aggressive in the first 9, like he knows how to. Like he should. The bottom 3 really have to pull something out the hat now to really differentiate themselves.
Yeah, I'm surprised about Randy Reeves. What does he have to do at this point to get back in the hunt?
Well, not much. He just needs to get a couple hole-in-ones. He needs to keep his composure. He needs to just do what Randy Reeves knows how to do and really start playing a bit more aggressively. I'm surprised these guys aren't coming out more aggressively for the final of the WPL.
And when you say aggressively, you mean what would you like push your opponent out of the way, then hit the putt real quickly, or do you hit the opponent with the ball? What's the pattern here with the aggression?
Aggressive in this term is not talking physically. We're talking about, you don't lay yourself up for deuces. You want to go for the straight hole-in-one. You want to back yourself, ready, pin your ears back and go for it. But as you can see, a lot of the golfers are kind of setting themselves up for deuces, playing it calm, playing it safe. And JT, as I always say, playing it safe never works, my friend.
Yeah, unless you win.
Who have we got stepping up now? John Powell once again.
John Powell. This is the guy. It's the chicken man. John Powell.
This is the chicken man.
Coming in hot. Look at that. Look how he always, every time he's about to putt, he does some kind of fancy thing with his hip. Is that related to his putting, or is that just, again, he just has that level of showmanship?
I think that's probably more a medical condition than a sporting decision.
I understand. And yet he still reaches down into the hole and retrieves the ball. Hey, this guy's great, man. This guy is a crazy, wild and crazy character. Really, really, with the fake limp too, man. That's incredible. He does the whole prospector thing. And then, of course, here we go.
There we go. Greg Newport.
Greg Newport
Oh,
is about to show us how it's done. He's coming for Joey Grable. He needs a win today.
Status.
I can already see it happening.
Has he done it again? Oh,
Man,
I really
that's
thought he could have done that. Huh? He had the
That's
angle of that. He
disappointing.
just didn't have the power, not the distance.
really disappointing.
It's fine. Deuces is still a good score on this hole.
Yeah, that's what you say. But Greg's been getting it done, man. That's disappointing performance by Greg, but still standing out among the other 3 due to the wardrobe choices.
Greg is capable of so much more, as we've seen before. Coming up, Randy Reeves, JT Tilley's favorite.
Yeah, Randy, he's everybody's favorite. I haven't made a selection yet. I'm going to wait till hole 17 and then publicly announce which one I've been rooting for. It's just my style. But, yeah, this gentleman here, everybody said this guy was the winner, man. I also heard this guy has an extra toe. Oh, and again, another deuce.
Another deuce.
See, this guy here, this is kind of a bigger framed guy. Like, if we did, like, a more aggressive version, I feel like this guy here could wreck shop.
Like the combat sport?
I don't know about combat sports. I just mean you've got 4 guys here with clubs in their hands, and they're in an aggressive situation. What are we looking at here, guy?
Let's read a couple quotes. So last time we touched on Randy Reeves and Greg Newport. So let's hit John Powell's. Tim Talley's. The hole is very finicky and gives me a lot of problems. Sounds like that's potentially not the only thing that's finicky and gives you a lot of problems. Greg Newport has struggled on this hole since the carpet changed a few years ago. I wonder what that means. Carpet changing. I guess that's changing out of the greens. I wonder.
Yeah, I would guess so. I wonder how often that happens.
I wonder how often they trim the greens. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, take a look at him. Now, I don't know what the male to female ratio is here of.
We've got some fans in the background holding up signs.
What did the sign say?
I didn't get a chance to look at it.
I think he said, "Do not read this sign."
Oh, maybe that's why I didn't get a chance.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, Chicken Man lips it again.
Come
Why?
on.
Why?
Keep composure.
I want you to take a look at this guy. Look how angry he is. This is what I'm talking about. You really have to have a special kind of temperament to be good at miniature golf. You're walking around with a weapon in your hand. You're talking trash to your opponents. Look at this guy taking a knee. So what do you say? That piece of paper, it measures 8 inches?
8 inches, correct. It measures 8 inches. And
because 8 inches is not cheating?
8 inches is not cheating.
9 inches is cheating. I think
Are you still talking about miniature golf?
Absolutely. And again, Chicken Man, John Powell, the Colonel, getting it done, man. You say deuces are good all the way through, right?
Deuces are good all the way through, but in this, deuces would be good. Let me restate what I said.
Greg Newport with this whole NFL point after touchdown kick thing.
Deuces would be good in the first 2 events, like we saw deuces could carry. But because we're at the final of the WPL Survivor Series, deuces ain't going to cut it, my friend. Deuces.
He did it again. This dude, it must be the little thing that he does. It's almost like the electric slide. He does a couple steps back, a couple steps over, and he acts like he's going to run at you, and then he steps up right in the hole, man. Greg Newport. I was listening to you, Guy. It's just that what was happening on the screen was just so much more interesting.
By the way, this is a featured betting hole, meaning that there are odds available for the amount of hole-in-ones they're going to get in this hole. So, once again, if you're at home, place your bets.
All right, so that means Greg just made some money for some people.
Exactly. Greg's either pissed off a lot of people or made a whole bunch of people happy.
All right, is this another one? Oh,
no.
Not. So where can people make these bets again, Guy?
I mean, DraftKings, you could even follow the link straight from the Panda. But yeah, bet responsibly, place your bets. This is a featured betting hole.
Randy Reeves got his hat cocked to the left.
Excuse me, sorry. I need to take that back. Bet365 is where you can find the live odds, not DraftKings.
Wonderful. Bet365.
Bet365.
And this would be on the interwebs?
This would be on the interwebs.
Got you. Okay, so getting it done here. Randy Reeves cocks his hat to the left, picks up the pace now. Coming up with Tim Talley.
Tim Talley is stepping up to the mark. Tim Talley's still 1 under, so still.
Why does he hit it so slow? Is this a? Whoa! My God! Tim Talley.
That's what I live for.
Wow. Now, did he just change shirts? Is this a thing where he's now got on a baby blue shirt? Earlier it was white.
He had a baby blue shirt on all the time.
Oh my gosh!
I would love to sit here and say that he changed. Listen, JT, there's a saying in golf. They say you drive for show and you putt for dough.
Okay.
I guess these guys just putt for dough, huh? That's where the consistency comes in. Once again, as you can see on the leaderboard here, Greg Newport is kind of running away with this one. He knows what he's coming here to do. He's executing on his vision. He's playing aggressive on the front 9, as he should. And as we've seen Greg Newport do before, he's going to sit back and take it easy, hit his deuces on the second 9. Tim Talley following up with a -2, and then trailing in 3rd and 4th tied, we've got John Powell and Randy Reeves. John Powell and Randy Reeves really need to play aggressively now if they want to come and show themselves as a contender in the top 2.
Now you're saying they rarely need to play aggressively?
They need to play aggressively on the front 9.
Well, it sounded like you said they rarely need to.
Rarely. Maybe that's the accent then. I'm actually from South Africa.
You're from South Africa?
I'm from South Africa.
Wow, the commute must have been hell. Greg Newport again. Look here. If you look to the left of our screen, you can see there's just a little divot over there. That's just a little extra tiny hole. What do you win if you go there?
A trip to Disneyland, JT. A trip to Disneyland.
Okay.
Or a trip to Branson, Missouri, as I won myself.
Branson, Missouri. Absolutely,
Beautiful
man. All the
place.
way from Singapore. That's crazy.
Singapore.
Oh, and look at this. Oh, my God. That's what I'm saying. What hole are we in now?
We are. I'm not quite hole number.
Hole
I have to come
number?
back to you on that. But
I would
Greg
like to have
Newport
this
is running
information.
away with this, and I love the off-screen celebrations. He knows where the cameras are, and he's doing it for the cameras.
Absolutely. Look how special he came in with. He laid in the tanning bed. He got his hair cut. Everything looks good. He got a manicure. It is
unbelievable.
What hole are we in, gentlemen? Someone help me out.
I believe this is hole 8. This is hole 8.
Okay, so I need to back it down a little bit here.
So your prediction's gonna come out in 9 holes.
I've already got my pick chosen. Oh my God! And
he's
again,
done.
Randy shows
Nice.
us.
Okay.
Listen, Randy shows us why only Randy can wear the short shorts on the Aloha course. Oh my gosh, this guy's getting it done, man. Can he come back from behind? Is that something that can happen?
Randy Reeves, if he plays aggressively, he can, because Greg Newport has really run away with the victory. Well, not victory, but he's really run away with the scorecard. And the bottom 3 are all still sitting in a pretty similar position. So it's going to come down to Tim Talley, Randy Reeves, and John Powell.
Okay, and Tim Talley just misses the Disneyland hole altogether.
Unfortunately.
Hole in one, and now A high five from our mascot, Bill Yucatanis.
And just a reminder, the top 2 people from this round go to the final. So
Oh, wow.
it looks like Greg Newport has run away with this and is really leading from the front. So it kind of is going to come down to the bottom 3 trying to put themselves apart and take a position in the top 2 to go through to the finals and hopefully take the title. And
again,
there we go.
wow.
This is
So
the very-
Colonel Sanders with another chicken shot. Here's the problem now. We may be saying goodbye to Randy Reeves. Is that what I'm hearing? Randy Reeves has overcome such adversity in his career. Back in the early 90s, he was bucked off of a horse, and he landed in a way where he was paralyzed and in a wheelchair for most of his adult life. And now he's overcome all of this to join us here at the WPL. It's Randy Reeves, folks.
Well,
what a fantastic game and what a fantastic legacy.
Randy Reeves is still tying the 3rd position with John Powell at under 2. And in 2nd position, we've got Tim Talley at -3 and Greg Newport running away with -5. JT, these are unbelievable scores. No matter where you come from, no matter what you say about mini golf, to be shooting like this, unbelievable from all the golfers. But Randy Reeves, John Powell, ready to do something special. As you can see, they're coming into the cave hole now. I'm not sure how they work in dark spaces. I work great in dark spaces, but let's see how they fare. Randy Reeves stepping up to the mark with a bit of a fake shot, 2 under. Do something special for me, Randy.
Oh, I like how you've said that before. So we're coming into the cave hole here.
What's he going to do with it?
Oh, look at that. The ball did a little special move there.
That's where the greens really break you. That's what it comes down to experience.
And that's what they call that, is the greens broke him. There was a break in the greens.
There's a break in the greens and it throws you off.
Look how pissed he is.
Just like the horse that he got bucked off when he was younger.
When no, he was a grown man when that happened. I'm surprised you never heard this. Randy Reeves walks up onto the green like he's going to attack it.
You see what he does there with the vision thing? He puts a little pair of binocs over. I wonder if that's got to do with the sun, maybe faulty eyes. I'm not sure.
Binocs. Is that what the young kids are calling the binoculars now?
I believe so.
Wow.
Maybe it's South African. I don't know. Slang.
I know a lot of African people, man. They never said binocs to me. Look at the shadow, how thin it is. I wonder if Randy ever looks at the shadow and thinks, wow, I'm looking good nowadays. Look at that. He's going to lean down. He's going to make me a liar again. I tell you what, these guys, if we could get some sort of a montage of these guys picking the balls up out of the hole, these guys are crushing it, man. Now here we got it. What is this? Tim Talley's changed his hat.
JT, I bet you'd like a montage of them leaning down and picking up their balls.
Absolutely. In my mind, I've already put it together. Now, why did he change his hat going into the cave? Is there a reason for this?
I don't think he has changed his hat. Maybe he's changed the positioning of it. But maybe it's because the hat is being used for sun protection. And as you can see, there's no sun in the cave.
Ah, I see. I understand.
Ain't no sun there.
See what adjustments. Okay, now switch back to the other hat now.
And there he refers to his book. He's referring to his book.
And you believe this is a book of some sort of magic statistics for each hole, Guy? Is that what you're saying?
Magic statistics. It tells you everything from the way it wants to be treated to the way it breaks, everything.
See, this is what I don't understand. Is I would think that's probably a little book of inspirational quotes from his wife or his friends. Believe in yourself, Tim. Anything is possible. Taking a look from inside, deep within the cave.
John Powell.
At the opening, you see our leader.
John Powell, 2 under, still such a consistent score, but it's not going to be enough. It's not enough to put him in first place today. It would have been enough in maybe episode 1 and 2, but not today.
There's that little break in the green.
There it is.
And goodness, this is a super disappointment. I'm sure that his friends are all extremely disappointed in him right now, as he is in himself. But still, he touches his fingers to the ground in protest.
Perfect. Look at that. He's just walking around.
He does have a really nice walk. He's an attractive man.
He takes his time.
He does. The thing with the hip, how he bevels the hip out, it really plays nicely to the camera. Look at that. And oh no, my
that is
God!
The difference between a winner and a loser.
Oh no, everyone was watching.
WPL.
Oh my gosh! And now,
And just as we were talking about his walk, he walked the walk, but he couldn't talk the talk.
I feel somewhat responsible, but now following that performance is Greg Newport. Let's see if Greg's going to do his famous point after touchdown warm up.
We have got an announcer read coming for you.
Folks, the World Putting League is giving one lucky winner a chance to win a VIP trip to a WPL event where you can see the action up close and play around with a World Putting League athlete. Just scan the QR code on screen to enter and see the website for terms and conditions.
Oh, I want to win that trip. Can we enter?
I already entered. I think you should stay away.
I see. I want to go to the WPL. Here comes Greg Newport.
Okay, now I have to apologize to the Greg Newport fans. I tried to read that as quickly as possible, but I did mess up his first putt. I will take responsibility, but boom, look at that. Shakalaka, Greg Newport reaching down, kicking that left leg out. This dude has got a crazy style and incredible showmanship.
Incredible showmanship, incredible play. We can see there's fans there in the back holding up signs. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable scene in Myrtle Beach today. I think this is potentially the most electric WPL we've hosted, and I can see the fans there. They're cheering on their favorites. I wonder how many people had Greg Newport, because he is running away with this. As you can see, John Powell, 1 under, really needs to pull a rabbit out the hat. John Powell, take your hat off and pull a rabbit out.
Yes, pull out, John.
Pull out.
Randy Reeves coming up a little bit higher in the pack here, but we don't have a lot of time here before there's going to be some cuts made. Tell me how that works, Guy.
Well, the cuts are only going to come off the whole 18, and what we're going to see is the top 2 emerge the final round, and the winner of the final round will win the WPL Survivor Series. That's right, I said the WPL Survivor Series. And folks, remember where you were when you watched this, because one day your kids are going to ask you, Mommy, Daddy, where were you when the WPL Survivor Series final happened? And you best be able to tell them, because I'll be able to tell them, smiling loud and proud, that I was sitting with JT Tilley in Branson, Missouri.
I would have made up a better story to tell them. I'm going to tell them that I was in the Philippines and I was battling like some sort of a gang of people that would try to steal the purse of the lady I was with. And they were on scooters and they came up to me. They had helmets on, so I didn't know if they were men or women. So I just fought them like they were women.
So you fought them like they were women?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
I'm undefeated against women.
I think that's maybe a topic we should avoid.
I've never really battled any women that weren't in the gym with me.
Okay.
We have a kids class.
There we go. Let's keep it PC for this. JT, you see a lot of the shoe choices here we're working with.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
New Balance, dad shoes, if you will. I think these guys are kind of rebranding New Balance.
You're not a fan of the New Balance.
I am, but I think on these guys it should be maybe called Old Balance. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, because these guys are my age, Guy. Is that why?
Not your age, I mean.
Oh well, they may be, Guy. It's just that I look so much better than you that it's hard sometimes to discern my age.
Just so you know, before the stream started, JT Tilley said that I look like Justin Bieber if he worked out.
Is that what I said?
You did.
Wow. I have to check. Now that I'm closer to you, it's more like a Butch Ellen. You know what I mean? No, I take that back. That's not accurate.
Well, just in case you're not cutting to us enough, JT Tilley thinks that I look like Butch Ellen. And
no, let me have a few more moments here. Maybe it's like I don't know, manicured Jesus? No, young Santa.
JT, you kind of look like Greg Newport if he ate too much of the KFC.
Let me tell you something about Greg Newport. Greg Newport is showing out. If I look like Greg Newport today, then that means I look like a stone cold killer with some Nikes on.
Greg Newport, if he ate too much of John Powell's KFC.
If he ate John KFC, wait a minute. Let me tell you something about Greg Newport. Before this match, Greg Newport stopped off on the side of the road. He drank a whole thing full of chicken blood, and he prayed to God to be the ultimate hero of miniature golf at the end of this day. And God made a special deal with him that he would have the day today, dictator for one day only, and then he will face the great, powerful Joey Grable.
Oh, he's done it.
Man.
Randy Reeves is coming back. Let's see some celebration. Let's see some fire, Randy Reeves.
The thing about these guys is that when they have to face one-on-one a legend like Mike Rutledge, or Rick Alessi, or Joey Grable, it's a different type of gameplay. When they're playing against each other, you can see there's an alpha here. He's emerging. Any one of them could have worn the black T-shirt today, but it was Greg that put it on. Greg. He said, I'm Greg Newport. Today's my day. But next time we see Greg, he may be going up against some of the pioneers some of the legends of WPL, and I'm not so sure if he's going to be able to stand up. I can't wait to find out, but I do know that today he's a stone cold killer, murdering this course, and at the end of the day, he very well may be my pick.
He waved. I mean, I think he's going to be everyone's pick. As you can see, Greg Newport is running away with it at 5 under, followed by Tim Talley and Randy Reeves 3 under. And then John Powell 1 under. John Powell's going to have to pick up his game. Take the hat off, eat some KFC, do something, but you gotta play more aggressive if you want to try get to top 2 slot to win the final.
Look at this guy's gait, the way he walks. Like he just walked all the way down the course like he owns the place.
So majestic.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. This dude's shoulders back. Look at the arch on his back.
As I said though, he's trading a bit far behind. He can walk the walk. Time to talk the talk.
I think so too. This is like the Leif Garrett of miniature golf here.
I don't really get that reference.
Leif Garrett is a professional mini golfer from way back.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't know a lot about mini golf.
Sure. Look at this guy. Every single time he putts, it's a special pose. Do these guys practice these poses, these looks in the mirror, guy, or is this something that comes natural to him?
You've got to wonder. You've got to wonder.
It's like with Michael Jackson.
I don't think anything that beautiful can come naturally. What do you think?
Oh, no, it can.
Oh?
Yeah. I can say, like Michael Jackson at Jackson 5, he quickly emerged as the most rhythmic. He had the best stage presence. And when I watch this, I kind of feel like I can see Greg Newport has incredible showmanship. I mean, look right here. Again, right here. He bends at the neck and shoulders.
He's a titan of the industry.
And over here to the side, you've got this split screen where we can also see the Chicken Man just taking a quick break.
Oh, the Chicken Man has sat down.
I don't blame him.
I'm sitting. Greg Newport's not even happy with that. You see, that's why I'm saying he's such an aggressive player. He set himself up for deuces, which most players would be happy with. But Greg Newport, the player's GOAT, the people's champion, he's not happy with that.
Really? Greg Newport's the people's champion, huh? Is that
Greg Newport's my
your
champion.
Okay, I understand.
Unbelievable finish.
Okay, and looky there. Bam, he kicks that left leg out.
Picking that ball up himself. He don't need a stick to do it for him.
A lot of people don't know about Greg. Greg, one of the rising stars of the World Putting League. Greg, originally from Somalia. He traveled all the way across the Pacific Ocean in an inner tube, in a life raft fashioned from an inner tube.
That's actually how I came here from South Africa.
Is that the case?
That is the case.
Wow.
And I take my hat off to him because it was a treacherous journey.
Randy Reeves. Oh, and what happens when you go completely off the course like that?
Okay, JT, that is what we call an OB, out of bounds, which means he is now going to have to, first of all, pick the ball up. Jordan's going to put it 8 inches in for him, and then he's going to be playing with a 1 over. So right now he's shooting as if he shot the ball and he shot it again. So now he's shooting for 3, which is really going to knock him out the game. And as I said earlier, Randy Reeves is one of the players who's going to need to pick their game up if he wants to make it to that top 2 slot to have a chance of winning the WPL final. And that is a shocker rookie mistake. Come on, Randy Reeves.
So there's a lot of people back there that have signs, holding up signs. I saw one of them that said, "Go Newport."
Let's try and read some of those.
I read a couple of them. The one guy said, "Stranded, need gas." And he lips it again right to the rim and drops it in.
I do not want to count my chickens before they've hatched, but I think that might be the death of Randy Reeves today. I think that a hole like that in such an aggressive, competitive event, I think that is what's going to knock him out of the event. Randy Reeves is going to, as I said before, pull out something magical.
I'm disappointed to hear you talk like that about Randall Reeves, man. I got to say.
As I can see, you're obviously a huge fan of Randall Reeves.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming, I don't really know him personally, but I would assume that's what the Randy is short for. I hope it's not just descriptive. I hope it's
His
both.
first name's Reeves. Randy Reeves is just a nickname. My name is Reeves.
Name's John Reeves.
Yeah.
All right, so while we were demasculating Randy Reeves, Tim Talley dropped it in. What's happening now? Let's look at the leaderboard. Greg Newport, still the man, rocking and rolling. And just behind him, we've got Tim Talley. And you can look at his numbers right there to see that he's the number 2 guy. Then we've got the red line of death. Underneath the red line of death, we've got the Chicken Man and Randall Reeves. Now, that's a problem because both of these guys came to win. So what needs to happen now for them to continue to survive in the next round of the finals?
Well, John Powell and Randy Reeves are going to have to pull out something unbelievable today. They're not going to touch on Greg Newport. He's 5 under. He's 4 shots above them, meaning they're going to have to do ace 4 holes, which ain't going to happen on hole 12. So they're going to now, the bottom 2 are competing for second place. And that is just the Greg Newport standard. I'll win. You guys compete for second.
So you don't think on hole 12 that's possible?
It's going to, out of all my years of watching mini golf, and many years that is, playing mini golf, being in the mini golf ecosystem, I've never seen something quite like it. So Randy Reeves is going to set himself up for deuces. And as I said, as I keep toting on about, the front 9 is the place where you pick up your hole-in-ones, and the back 9 is where you get your deuces. And as I said, Greg Newport, cool, calm, composed, is going to do that.
Flashing that $1 million smile, Greg Newport. He also, every time he picks up the ball, he kicks that left leg out. And he's doing that for his family, his wife back home, Amish lady that works at the power plant there in their hometown. Couldn't get off for the series. But he's signaling her on camera. There's easier ways. All right, so somebody could have moved the big rock. I see it's kind of a factor in the hole here. Do they have a guy that works for the course that moves all the detritus guy?
I'm not sure. Last time I was there was not that many people there. I wonder. Maybe if things don't work out so good here, maybe you can apply for the position.
Yeah, I'd do it for free. It's just the 2 rocks. There's just like 2 rocks sitting there. They're like right in the middle of you. I don't understand why one of the crew didn't move them.
This is hole 12, a lot of people call the last opportunity for a hole-in-one, last good opportunity that is for a hole-in-one. From now on out, it's going to get shaky. It's going to get rocky. Stepping up to the mark, we have got John Powell, the chicken man. Let's see what he can do on this. He needs to pull out something magic.
I just brought another light over here, Guy, because I feel like you're not really watching the action.
You feel like I'm not lighting up the
I just
stage
want
enough?
to illuminate the no, you're magnetic, man. Believe me, I got to tell these people, this guy. No, I don't understand why you would feel like a guy like Randy Reeves wouldn't deserve some sort of a special shout out. He was everyone's choice. Everyone I spoke to, which was a total of 5 people, Ocho people, and they all said Randy Reeves was going to crush it. To me, man, I have to also say that the coolness quotient of miniature golf gets taken down a lot if you just fist bump everybody. You have to fist bump. Yeah, you got to on screen. You have to fist bump. According to the, coolness factor. Like there was a whole time in my life where I only fist bumped like the coolest people. I didn't high five anyone because I felt like I had just been too frivolous. And I see that happening here today at WPL Survivor Series. Also, I think that at this point, we've got a little break in the action. If I were one of the guys down near the bottom, I would change shirts. I don't know if that's allowed to change your shirt during the competition, but a darker shirt seems to work a little better.
I hear you on both those points. I used to be very cautious about fist bumping, and now I fist everyone I see. And in terms of the shirts, the darker shirts have proven to be the way forward here. As we can see, Randy Reeves stepping up to the mark. He really goes aggressive on those balk shots, huh?
Yes. I'd also like to say that I've visited this course many times, and there's a little convenience store right behind him there that's got frozen. What the? Oh, my God. Randy Reeves again cocks his head to the left. Look at him kicking his right leg out this time, just sort of to mock Greg. Wow.
Look
Randy Reeves.
Randy Reeves going for that.
Holy smokes. This dude, traffic was in his face, facing adversity, cars coming from every direction. Tim Talley trying to follow in the footsteps of Randy Reeves.
What has he done there?
Oh.
You got to lick your balls.
No, that's the problem. That's a problem with Tim Talley. He gets right to the hole and then just needs that extra little push. Unfortunately, that's not going to hold up, man, when you got a guy like Randy Reeves just dropping it in right in front of oncoming traffic. All right, Chicken Man coming up here. We've got John Powell. John Powell looked like he just escaped from a desert island, so maybe he came in costume.
You see the cars in the back there, huh? It must add an element of stress.
Yeah, these cars, these are people hired by Pro League Network to just create a hazard for the miniature golfers.
Exactly. Everything you're seeing on screen right now is completely intentional. We hire everything from nose to tail.
Yes, this is all green screened. We really protect the integrity of the game. And boom, another twofer for the man who bends down, shows off those sexy knees. It's the Chicken Man, Colonel Sanders, John Powell, the old miner.
Greg Newport, 5 under, unbelievable show. He's just playing a calm, cool, and collective now. He is so easily ahead. He just needs to keep his composure, keep his deuces coming, let it flow, and he will take first place. What I don't want to see today is Greg Newport take first place so aggressively, emerge to the final, and then have his game drop off. But I don't think, from knowing Greg Newport, from seeing new Greg Newport,
Oh, Greg
Hold my
Newport!
stick!
Look at him. He says, "That's right, man.
Hold my
Right here."
stick!
He marked his territory. This
Yes.
is my hole. And then he did just drip dry. Let's get this ball and get out of here,
Look
man.
at that grin.
Looking like he just got off work at AutoZone, came in here to kick ass.
That is a deuce-eating grin he's got it going for himself, huh? He knows what he's come. He knows what he's done. He knows how he's made the other players feel. Yo, JT, this is really coming down to the wire now because we've got Randy Reeves and John Powell trying to get that second position and emerge to the final. They are 2 under and 1 under, so anything can happen between the two of them. We're hole 14, so we've got 4 holes left, meaning any sort of hole-in-ones or over putts are going to throw you one way or the other. Greg Newport, I don't want to speak too confidently, but has secured his position first place with 6 under. It's really going to come down to a showdown of who wants second place. Is it going to be Tim Talley? Is it going to be the Chicken Man? Or who knows?
No, I Googled Tim Talley before the show tonight, and it said on Google, that he had a hook for a hand and he can bend metal with his mind. So I don't know if these are skills that will work here on this hole, but it just looks like a ping pong paddle here.
What?
It might not be as challenging.
That is a simple layup.
Tim Talley up near the top of the pack, making it happen. All he needs to do is finish in the top 2, correct? And he goes to the final.
Correct. I think that's what the players are now going for. Just a top 2 finish. No one's going to chase Greg Newport. No one's that silly, but they're just going to try to finish top 2 and then start fresh and chase the Newport, the new man, the Titan. What has he done here? Oh.
Okay, so now we're going to have a guy come in and take a knee in tribute to that shitty putt. Is that how this works? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and when the guy comes in to take a knee, also you get a bonus 8 inches, I'm told. So you can see John Powell here getting ready to enjoy the bonus 8. And
Take
after
my
that
vote.
short moment of tribute, here it goes with a
Doesn't even looks like he can't even work with the 8 inches. He's really backing off there.
drops it in.
Drops it
Listen,
in.
let me tell you.
You can do a lot with 8 inches.
My man, Chicken Man, coming in strong here. He's getting some good action, but again, anytime you need an extra 8 from the wall there, I mean, I guess the problem is if it were to just land maybe an inch or 2 from the wall, you wouldn't get that bonus 8 inches.
You wouldn't.
So there's a little bit of a technique there that I might not
Greg.
understand.
Here comes Greg Newport.
All right, so Greg's just going to nail this ball. Pop, go in. We're going to move on, right? That's what's
Yeah.
going to happen?
We've seen it time and time again today.
Well, I guess we didn't see it this time. Look at Randy.
But see, look here. The
Randy
time
Reeves-
he takes from that, he's so confident.
Yeah.
The time he takes, he's not even going to sit up. He's going to look over.
But the guy's already so far ahead
Hey,
that
come on.
he knows he's in the final. At this point, he's probably just doing some sort of Sudoku in his head or something.
Exactly. Well, I mean, he's just thinking what he's going to do after the final.
Now,
honestly.
let me ask you something. If Randy Reeves was to just knock the piss out of the ball and would just go into oncoming traffic, would the guy come in and take a knee and give him 8 inches? Is that how it works?
That is technically how it works.
So if you get it, Randy Reeves, clearly he gets angry. Look how he hulks up on the hole here. If he really wanted to just take out some aggression, he could just knock that ball out of the course completely and still just end up over there 8 inches from the hole.
But he'd be 1, 2 above because it would count as a shot out and then an 8 inches in.
I understand. Okay.
Here we go. Once again, leaderboard. Nothing much has changed from the last hole. Randy Reeves, John Powell battling it out for that second position. Greg Newport, once again, still secure, strong, first position. Tim Talley, 2 above the next Randy Reeves. Is Randy Reeves going to be able to choke him out? Let's see. This is really going to come down to the wire here.
Yeah, it's starting to get exciting here.
Hole 15, JT Tilley's predictions coming out in 2 holes.
Yeah, I'm
Stay
about to
tuned.
pick my winner here, guys. Stay tuned. Look at the little line there on the screen. And again, wouldn't it be just more helpful to the miniature golfers if they just went ahead and left that line out there for them?
I mean, would that not defeat the point of the game? They got to know.
What is the actual point of the game?
The point of the game is to put balls in holes.
Oh,
And, ooh.
John Powell rounding third. And
Oh.
not even.
Don't
He's
even
trying to
know.
stop the traffic here. Hold on, guys. He says, wait.
I want to read some of those signs. Nice. Oh,
Oh,
what was that?
man, that almost went crazy for a second. But again, old JP, man, getting it done. Just top 3 won't do it today, JP. You got to hustle.
We can see that fluorescent blue water in the background. By the way, that is all natural. Beautiful Myrtle Beach. The water just looks like that. You know, all those pictures you see online of that fluorescent blue water. It's all in Myrtle Beach.
It's beautiful there.
Forget Bora Bora. Take your kids to Myrtle Beach.
Now, this course here is designed to replicate the volcanoes in Hawaii, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But, you know, they say that Myrtle Beach is the Hawaii of the South.
They do say that. I've actually heard that a lot. It's in Leviticus.
Correct.
Greg Newport coming in here, standing, enjoying the wind. He's going to try a little trick shot here. He's going to stick his right foot up on the rock and bevel his knee out, and bam, he does it again. Greg Newport came in here to chew gum and kick ass, and he sometimes gets them mixed up. All right, Randy Reeves coming in, hat still cocked. I usually throw my hats away when that happens, but this man in protest wearing his cocked hat today, and here it goes. He needs a miracle. He needs the ball to split into 2 separate balls and both go into the hole on the first putt.
Oh, Randy.
And he doesn't get it. Look how mad he is. Why do you think he gets so angry? Is this a how he is at home guy, or is this just the way he is? Oh, they're going to tribute?
I think this is potentially the fact that he has probably spent the last month preparing for this, and he's just not ecstatic about his performance. Would you be?
If I were performing the way Randy Reeves is performing, I probably would be pretty happy with myself. I would have worn a darker shirt, though, so I'll probably be outperforming him.
The New Balances are unbelievable show.
The play on those New Balance must be incredible, actually.
Not happy.
All right, so you can look up in the crowd here. We got a lot of fans here, unruly fans. There's a lady here, and then hers says John Cena. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Tim Talley teeing off. I said that 3 times fast. Tim Talley cresting the butte, and another tribute is about to go down on the green. Tim Talley, some of you don't know about Tim Talley. He performs at Legends in Concert there in Myrtle Beach. He plays Neil Diamond. Oh, I'm just being told that's not true. All right, and we're moving on. Now, what hole are we moving on to now, Guy?
I will have to confirm, but we're going to be going to some sideline interviews now with our man on the ground, JT Tapia. JT Tapia comes from New Jersey. I work in the office with JT Tapia. The man loves Chipotle and all things mini golf.
What are some of the things mini golf, Guy?
What are the things mini golf? I'm just hearing now that we are not getting a sideline interview right now, but you will still be seeing Mr. JT Tapia's beautiful face later on. So all the ladies in the audience, please don't worry. You will soon be seeing him. What about mini golf? Well, it's mini golf, JT.
It's just like golf. It's just smaller, but the players are the same size. So it's the same as if we had actual giants playing regular golf.
I see.
The last time I was in Myrtle Beach for WPL 3 and WPL 4, spent a lot of time. I believe I just misspoke. I was at WPL 3. WPL 4 was in Tennessee. But at the Aloha course, the people were so nice. It was just like a family there. We really enjoyed being there. And so I'm really glad to see this WPL event taking place again at the Aloha Pineapple.
Ooh, John, hang on. We're not seeing Greg Newport take a knee right now. He's taking this all seriously. See, as I said, he never drops his guard.
Newport has a special relationship with his ball. I read earlier on Reddit that Newport carries the ball everywhere he goes.
What is he stepping up for here? Let's see. Just as calm, simple twos. Boom!
Oh
That
my
is the
God.
first time. Oh, look at him.
And look at him. He immediately loses his
He
cool.
holds himself to a high standard, this man.
Oh my God. I wouldn't want to be anywhere around him right now. I bet it's a vortex of pain.
I mean, this is honestly, I think this is the first time we're seeing
Oh
slip
man.
up of some sort by Greg Newport, which is just still an unbelievable show that we're down to the last couple of holes, and he is only showing one
Look
slip up now.
at the face of Greg Newport. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. Look at a simple little hole there. Look, watch Randy Reeves. He's just going to hit the little ball. Boop. And it's going to roll down the green. Oh, and Greg Newport, he made a mess of that hole. Everybody believed in you, Greg. And then Randy said, blip, and it's in.
Yeah.
Randy Reeves.
Nice, Randy.
So upset. Randy Reeves rode all the way from Detroit on his Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Unbelievable. Came all the way down. He had no shirt on when he pulled into the parking lot. He said, where's the course? Let's get this done. And that's what's happening. Now, coming up behind him, it looks like Tim Talley.
Tim Talley. The
Tally
man.
me banana.
What? I think we are
And
looking at the stream here.
he's
Going back
just shirked it just a little
in.
bit.
Just to the left.
Looking in the book here, his wife says, believe in yourself, Tim. You can do all things. And he says, you know what, honey, I can. So quick tribute from our friend Solomon and an extra 8 inches for Tim Talley.
Extra 8 inches. Toby, look at him. He knows Tim Talley is still holding his position second, which is going to be the real crucial.
Now, I want you to tell me now, Guy, why does he have his feet splayed so far apart here? Is it to get closer to the earth?
I think he wants to get in touch with the ball. I think he wants to get close down and he wants to feel it.
I sometimes wonder if you could just go ahead and just lay down and use the putter like a pool cue. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. I could have won this whole thing.
Exactly.
Damn it.
Come here with your new tactic.
Now you look there in the background, there's a door in the side of that cave. And I don't know why none of the players try to open that door and see what's
when
inside.
I was there last time, that door, there's a lot of candy in there. Free candy, actually. You can go and check it out.
Candy is in that behind that door.
Behind that
We've
door
got
is a
the
bunch
free
of
candy.
Free candy. Check
All
it
right,
out.
and here we go. We've got John Powell. John Powell's not doing so great. Last time we saw him, he was a dominant winner, but now he's dropping it in. And John Powell coming on strong. This is the hole that Greg Newport hit with 3 putts. These guys coming up behind Newport and just dropping them in left and right. How unfortunate. And now, of course, we're moving on.
Let's look at this leaderboard. Let's see what is going to happen coming up to the next hole. Once again, we've got Greg Newport running away from it. You can see beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina there. Blue water. High Pro League Network car drivers keeping the whole thing going. This is a beauty shot you're looking at.
It is a beautiful course.
It is a beautiful
The
course.
Aloha Pineapple. A lot of fun parties happen there on that course. There's a lot of neat flair and a crazy, unbelievable amount of mulch.
Mulch.
Mm-hmm. You see here the strip, Myrtle Beach, down the strip. You've got some fantastic, some great restaurants, as you know as well, Guy. We've got some fantastic miniature golf courses. We've got some great shows, some attractions. But all of the action today is right here at the Aloha course with Pro League Network and the World Putting League.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series final. Now, here we go. We're back.
We're back.
Look at this nice shot here. Now, this is what my yard looks like, Guy, if you ever come over.
I will not be coming over, but I'll take your word for it.
If you did come over, I would beat you in mini golf because this is what my backyard looks like. Now, you see that yellow post there on the left side of the screen, Guy. What is that for?
The yellow post is that signifies the hole that they are on. So
Incorrect. That's not what that is. That's to keep people from backing into that bush.
I see.
Randy Reeves coming up first here.
I like the fact that they put the boat on top of the cave. I wonder how that got there. Maybe the water levels used to be higher.
I don't think that was ever underwater. I think this is all just kind of like a set that they made for the miniature golf.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Randy Reeves coming up to the hole here as if to say, hello, hole. I'm back again. And boom, another deuce.
Another deuce.
I tell you what, I really like Randy Reeves. I like his style of play, but look how pissed he is all the time, always looking for a fight.
Hang on, I saw.
Here he is yelling at the fans. My God, after dropping a deuce, I usually don't come out with that sort of aggression. Look at the signs.
I want to read those signs, but I saw the one that said, "I love you, Greg Newport." I think I love Greg Newport today. JT Tilly, have you ever been in love?
I have. I'm currently in love.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Take a look. He's got a little notebook here. Do you think it's the same little notes, or does he have? Is it like a motivational book that he bought, like at the Brookstone or something?
I would say it's probably a combination. I would say he's got his holes in there, how the greens break, and then there's definitely underneath there it says, Tim Talley, never give up.
Talley kicking that right leg out, just kind of a stylistic thing he does. And booyah, Tim Talley, he put his thumbs through his belt loops just for a second as if to say, pow, look at me.
Look what we
All right,
have
Greg
here.
Newport, still the man. Tim Talley looking good. But John Powell has plummeted to the bottom below the red line of death, and now he needs to do some sort of a spin move or something special to differentiate himself from the rest of the athletes. That's easy for me to say.
Come on, John.
Oh, God, it's almost like he couldn't see all the way to the hole here. Is he just going home now?
I think that's it. Huh? I think that's him done. I think he's going to say, wife, let's go home. Let's go get some chicken, and let's get out of here. Just for the fans watching at home that are unfamiliar with the rules, the top two will emerge to the final. If we have a tied position in 2-3 or 2-3, there will be a sudden death playoff to see who makes it to the top two. So that is currently what we're dealing with. We've got a tied position in 2 and 3, meaning that we are most likely going to see a sudden death match happen now to see who emerges to the final. This is going to be electric. It's going to be, stay tuned, get on the edge of your seats or edge on your seats.
I guess I'm confused. I guess the miniature golfers are so much older that I just thought all of the matches were sudden death matches. And Greg Newport misses the hole. He's going to deuce this hole, and that's okay because he's so far ahead.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
If Tim Talley and Reeves tie hole 18, they will go to sudden death. And sudden death, as JT said, in this case, it should be taken serious because often it can be sudden death.
Yes, absolutely.
So please stay tuned. Thank you again to Pro League Network for bringing you the live action of the WPL, the World Putting League. Another beauty shot of Myrtle Beach. It looks like we are most likely going to sudden death here. As you can see, the red line has dropped below the second position because there's likely going to be a sudden death between Randy Reeves and Tim Talley. Unfortunately, John Powell couldn't pull out anything magic. He still could, but he hasn't done anything right now. Greg Newport secured his position in the final. He is going all the way through. It's really going to come down to a show between Tim Talley and Randy Reeves. Who have got this? They're both sitting at minus 320 and plus 32. They're both sitting at plus 320. Those are the live bet 365 odds. John Powell right now plus 4,000. Greg Newport minus 175. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Getting a good look here at Tim Talley.
Like a cheetah overlooking the Serengeti for its prey. Tim Talley stepping up to the mark, overlooking the Hawaiian golf course.
Okay, now this hole's got a lot of little divots in it, but I would say, are they a factor, Guy? When you're playing miniature golf, do the shadows factor into your shot?
The shadows would factor into my shot, but I don't think about he's just that. The shadows would play into my game, but for these experienced pros, I think they know how to deal with everything. The ups, the downs. There we go. Solid by Tim Talley. Deuces. Stepping up to the mark, John Powell.
So John Powell is aware inside of himself that he is not doing well, correct?
He is not doing well.
So he's losing, and he knows that now something has to happen.
Well, he's going to have to sink this hole in one and have something bad happen. What has he done here? And unfortunately, I think that's that for John Powell.
Now John Powell, Colonel Sanders, the big winner of the second half of the series, is now out of the running.
Unfortunately so. unfortunately.
And that's why he left his ball in the hole, I would imagine.
I think he's going to head straight home.
We may never see him again.
Au
That's too
revoir.
bad. Well, if you're listening, Chicken Man, we were rooting for you. Fantastic performance in the series. But now we're going to have to move on to a new side chick, Greg Newport. Greg Newport hitting the side.
You see how he doesn't slow down. Deuces, simple.
I don't know. Greg Newport to me looks like just a TV dad, kind of a miniature golf TV dad style. He's got some great flair and some great moments, but just real steady. And going to go ahead and leave the ball in there and walk off.
He's grinning.
And he's going to
smile
go
all the way
home with.
He's going to the final. Final you will see played today, and he's going to be playing against most likely whoever wins the sudden death playoff that is coming up. If all things stay.
Randy Reeves, he's had some incredible moments here. I guess he would need something fantastic now. He attacks the ball very violently. Here it comes.
And
he stomps back to the ball again as if to say, damn it, ball.
If he makes his putt, he is going to sudden death with Tim Talley. Once again, if he makes his putt, he is going to sudden death with Tim Talley. Although this is an easy putt, he knows what's on this putt right now, and the pressure is on.
Okay, let's go. And boom, and it's going down. Tim Talley.
Ding, ding, ding,
Tim
ding,
Talley,
ding.
it's your ass, because Randy Reeves is coming.
Once again, let's look at the leaderboard. Greg Newport has secured his position in first place with 5 under. Tim Talley and Randy Reeves are going to a sudden death playoff, and John Powell is going home. John Powell, we were rooting for you. Unfortunately, you couldn't play with the big boys, and Tim Talley and Randy Reeves are going to battle it out on a sudden death with a plus 333 and a plus 350 live odds for who is going to take on John Newport.
That's right, folks. Win a VIP trip to a live WPL event. The World Putting League is giving one lucky winner a chance to win that trip, and you can see the action up close and play around with WPL athletes. Just scan the QR code on the screen and see the website for terms and conditions.
Yeah, they're kicking it off.
See, more rocks. See, we've got some. If you guys look down here at the bottom of the screen, there's a couple of rocks in the way here that I would think one of the crew would have moved. And I guess they're just going to play around these rocks, Guy?
I think the rocks are built in. The rocks are there to stay.
All right, that's why these guys are the best in the game, guys. They can play around rocks, leaves, fake grass, real grass, doesn't matter. Fake swings, real swings. These guys have it all.
Let's see what we have got here. Randy Reeves stepping up to the mark on sudden death.
Randy Reeves splitting the gap.
Oh.
And
Oh.
what the? Randy Reeves!
On the
That's
first
what's
hole.
up. The pressure's
Randy
on
Reeves.
Tim Talley.
Now
The
Tim
pressure's
Talley.
on. You've got to hit the hole
This
in
is why
one.
we love sudden death.
Tim Talley, you have been called out by Randy Reeves. It's on you now. This is your decision. Do you sink or swim? Don't move the rocks. Play through the rocks, punk. Let's go.
The pressure is building. This is unbelievable.
I wish we had a track. All right, here we go. Randy Reeves. He's not quite so splayed out. Tim Talley, not quite so splayed out. And he blows.
And there it is.
It's over.
knows
He
what he's
blows
done.
it. And
Randy
just
Reeves.
like that, Randall Reeves coming from behind. Wow.
I have never seen a sudden death finish so quickly. Randy Reeves came out and said, I'm going to show you why they call me Randy Reeves.
Wow, that's incredible. I had no idea he came out, but I will say that everyone was right. They all told me, watch out for Randy Reeves. And now we have Greg Newport and Randy Reeves about to go downtown to Chinatown at the World Putting League Survivor Series. Now, what does this mean for the other two gentlemen? Now, they're forced to leave the course in shame?
Right now, as I said, ladies at home, you're about to see the beautiful face of JT Tapia, my co-worker and good friend.
So, Tim, after some technical difficulties here, at hole 1, you missed a bad break here. Event 1, it was yours, but did you choke up under pressure?
I probably did on that putt, yes. The one I'm kicking myself about, that was hole 16, when Randy made a great putt to cut it within 1. I knew where I was at. If I'm in the top 2, I'm advancing. And then I hit, I thought, a pretty good tee shot, just a little too firm, and then missed that putt, which I shouldn't have missed. So if I'd have made that, we wouldn't have ended up here on hole 1. But we did. Randy made a great putt under pressure, and I've done something I haven't done in a while. I pulled it and hit right into the rock, but I give Randy the credit. He put the pressure on me.
Yes, sir. And through, I'd say, the maybe first 9, you had a very sizable lead. You were going. You kept the rhythm, right?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good.
What happened?
I don't know. Those putts from back there on 16, I was talking to Gary. I was like, they give me trouble sometimes. But I felt pretty confident with it. I put it on the left lip, thought it would move a little bit right, and it never moved. And just a bad putt.
Talk to me about someone who's been helping you learn the course a little, Gary Hester, right? Talk to me about how you spent this weekend with him so far.
Yes, he's a big help. We've talked before, me and Gary and Jeremy and Rainey, practice a lot together in tournaments, and they've all helped me become a better putter. Playing our rounds and everything, putting pressure on each other, it's made me a lot better putter. Gary's a great help. He knows this course like the back of his hand. He knows shots from everywhere. But yeah, he's been a great help.
All right, Tim Talley, congratulations on almost turn of events for you at Survivor Series. Right. Let's hear it for Tim Talley.
Thank you, Josh.
Back to you, JT.
Now the real gas is turned on. We've got Greg Newport and Randy Reeves kicking off the final. Forget Jordan versus LeBron. Forget any rivalry you've ever heard of before. Messi versus Ronaldo. Get out of here. Randy Reeves and Greg Newport's going to put this all to shame. They're going to start us off here, and they're going to play 1 versus 1, and we're going to see who's going to be the winner of the World Putting League Survivor Series.
And who's your pick?
JT, I hate to be that guy, but it's going to be Greg Newport. It's just got to be. He's too good at what he does. He knows the course too well. He's composed. He puts out a show every time, and his BMT, big match temperament, never lets him down.
BMT. Big match temperament.
Big match temperament.
I've actually never heard anyone say that before. You're the first person. Is that some South African lingo?
Potentially. That's some South African slang. Along with a lot of other South African slang I'll teach you once the broadcast is over.
That sounds great. To me, I have to say, I've said all along, Randy Reeves is my guy. Randy Reeves played it safe all the way through the beginning of the match and just kind of laid in the weeds. And then he just cocked his hat to the side and said, let's get this done. And so now, Greg Newport, your pick against Randy Reeves, my pick, in an all-out throwdown for all the riches and fame. And, of course, you saw it all here at Pro League Network. And, Guy, I have to tell you, I've learned absolutely nothing about miniature golf from you, but I have learned to read the fine print in the contract when accepting gigs.
Well, should we put a friendly wager on that? You've got Randy Reeves, I've got Greg Newport. Should we say whoever wins, the winner takes the loser out in Branson, Missouri, and shows them a good time?
That's easy. That's easy for me. I'll tell you what. I will take the winner of the miniature golf game, Randy Reeves, the winner of the legendary status long term, Greg Newport.
Let's go.
Fair enough. Okay, again with the rocks here. Apparently, no one's listening to me about the rocks, but that's okay. These gentlemen have already shot this hole. And if you recall, the last time we were here, they both had on the same outfit.
Correct.
Is that a superstition thing like in baseball?
I'm not sure that this could be compared to baseball, but let's see.
Well, I would like to know the differences between this and baseball then, because it's almost virtually the same.
Well, baseball requires basically no sort of physical requirements compared to mini golf.
You're right.
The mini golfers, look at their statures. Any baseball, Babe Ruth, get out of here.
And there's no one there to get your back in miniature golf.
Exactly.
There's no team.
Exactly. They're training. They're putting the event on their shoulders themselves with their bad backs. They're putting it on.
I got to be honest with you. I don't think Randy Reeves has a bad back. This dude looks like he can completely kick ass. He's hulks around. He's got a good muscle distribution. I would imagine this is not his only sport. I don't know Randy Reeves, but somebody's going to let me know later. Look at the guy. Look at his traps. This is a bigger dude, man. I bet if he wanted to launch the ball, he could crush it.
See, Randy Reeves has really pulled out something today because he has come from fighting for his position in second to being in the final. Here we can see the all-time winner of the last event, Greg Newport, standing up to the mark. What is he going to do with this? He really needs to.
Well, he's going to try to hit it between those two rocks, Guy, and get it in the hole.
JT, those rocks really have bugged you, huh? The Greg Newport we know and
Greg Newport, man. No undershirt, just coming in here to kick ass. Here we go into the tunnel of love.
The tunnel of love. Here they go.
Wow.
Greg Newport once again pulling out it.
Greg Newport. I wonder what he's thinking inside. If it's like, oh, I knew I could do it, or if it's like, oh, come on, man, you can do better. Very dangerous course. The Pineapple Course at the Aloha here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. There in Myrtle Beach, rather. We're here at PLN Studios in Branson, Missouri, live. But it's a very dangerous course. You can even see here as we look at the little crosswalk, there is no handrail. You can fall directly into the little creek there. And, of course, that is not water. That is lava. Now, Greg Newport with a couple of fake swings here.
No handrail?
No handrail, no ball. All right, and he hits the ball, and the ball rolls. Does this man...
This man can do no wrong.
He's going to deuce this.
Deuces.
Oh, my gosh. This guy coming in so strong and so steady. I've only seen him putt 3 on one hole all day long. This dude knows he's in the lead. He's the man to beat. But Randy Reeves is in here to fist fight the course. And let's see.
Greg Newport.
If I were Randy Reeves, is it legal to shoot the ball, try to decapacitate your opponent with the ball, and then just take the penalty shot?
I do not believe so, but I'm not.
I've never seen anyone do that. Randy Reeves, take a look at this guy, man. He looks cool as hell. I've never really seen a miniature golfer that looked like he could kick ass like Randy Reeves. And here we go. He tries a little bit of a different approach here.
Oh, he's close to the rock.
Okay, now
Is
what
the
happens?
just
Do we
gonna
get a
come
tribute
out?
here? Oh, and a tribute to the fallen putt. Here's Solomon. He says, here, take this bonus 8 inches. Bonka chihuahua, and we're back. Randy Reeves says, thank you, sir. Didn't need it, though.
And then nice close-up of Randy Reeves.
Look at the calves on this cat, dude. Look at this.
Those are calves of many years on the golf course.
Yeah, many, many miles
You don't
walked.
just get those calves. You're not born with those calves.
You can actually buy them now, though, but those look real. And drops it in, another deuce. So we are even. Randy Reeves looking like the tougher man. Greg Newport looking like he knows a whole lot more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, here we are back to the scorecard. And you can see on your right, we've got hole 3 coming up. And we've got the designated path to hole 3. You can see.
Hole 3 here is a bit of a curved one. We've got a bounce off the back here using the backboard. Let's see what they can do. Right
now you say backboard. You're talking about these landscaping rocks, correct?
The landscaping rocks.
So
yes.
that seems to me that would be very inconsistent if you just hit any rock. So do these guys get to look at the course ahead of time and inspect to see?
They get a good feel of the rocks before. They get a good feel of the rocks. I've seen it. They get down there. They get on their hands and knees, and they feel them up. They're ready to. They know every nook and cranny of the rocks, and they get to it. As you can see, they're all tied up here. Both getting a hole in one in the first hole, an easier hole, and both deucing the second hole. It is really going to take something special to differentiate between these two champs.
So, Guy, why do you do that? Why do you mention that they both got a hole in one, but then you throw in there that it's an easier hole, just to kind of like make them feel like there's more that they can accomplish today?
Well, there are certain holes that go better, and there's certain holes that go worse. But listen, I haven't got a hole in one on any of these things, so maybe it's something I do to deal with my own confidence.
Yeah, you're projecting.
I project a lot in my everyday life too.
It's all right, man. I've actually gotten a hole in one there.
You have?
All right, here we go. We're back. This is the man, Randy Reeves. He's overcome so much adversity in his life.
The horse bucking him off when he was an adult.
Mm-hmm. Randy Reeves now walking freely, no leg braces.
There it comes.
All right, and here he comes. You can just tell by the way this guy walks, man. I've been coaching a long time, Guy. This dude right here is an animal.
Looking at his walk, I already miss John Powell. I miss John Powell.
Man, John Powell's probably still there somewhere, but this is Randy Reeves, son. This is this dude right here is about to do something awesome. We're all going to watch it, and I'm the only one that thinks it's going to happen.
Oh.
Look at this man. Look at this man.
Oh,
Bam! Let's go.
Boom, it's a
Let's
hole in
go.
one. You
All
are
right.
not watching the World Putting League. You're watching the Randy Reeves show.
Randy Reeves. This is what he said. He said, look, let me just go ahead and be in last place all day long because these signs are pissing me off, all these people. And then we get to the backside where it's just automobiles and me.
Oh, get out of town.
Put as many rocks as you want on the course, man. But this is Greg Newport, man. Greg Newport, a little bit younger, a little bit greasier, man. He's been sinking a lot of crazy stuff.
But also a consistent player, so let's see what he can do. And also Greg Newport knows how to
Yeah,
rise
you
to
can't
a
underestimate Greg Newport. But, All he did was
Double
copy
holes.
Randy Reeves.
Don't
We
even
are
try
still
me,
tied
Randy
up.
Reeves.
Look at
There we
this.
go.
He said, look at my ball, you
Look at
guys.
my
Read it
ball.
and weep. And then another frivolous fist bump for no reason, and we move on. So now at the end of
Once again,
3
still
holes,
tied up.
we've got 2 hole-in-ones for each player and a couple of deuces dropped. We're heading into hole 4. And hole 4, a little bit more challenging. In hole 4, there are men with a turret. What do we have in hole 4? What is it?
A turret. Hole 4 is going to be a challenging hole for them. Let's see what happens.
All right, no handrail. Very carefully walking. You see the strut of our leader for the entire day. And now, out of nowhere, Randy Reeves coming in hot, showing this young generation still has so many golfers in it. All right.
Greg Newport stepping up to the mark here, showing them who's boss. Oh, he's missed it. He has missed it. See, you see how he looks upset with himself because he knows what he's capable of. He's proven what he's capable of. He's done it time and time again. Is he going to drop it in for a deuce? Let's see.
And he does.
And he does.
All right, so far, we're seeing 2 of the best golfers of the day here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it is an absolute war between Greg Newport, today's winner for most of the day, and Randall Reeves coming all the way from the bottom of the pack to threaten for the title. Randy Reeves, my choice all along, just like I said, and of course, Greg Newport, my other choice all along. Just like I said, here we go.
Choices on the 17th
Oh,
hole.
no. Reeves with an opportunity to steal it.
He has not capitalized on that.
God, just look at the fury on the face of Randy Reeves. He says, look, I need a – oh, dang. And the embarrassment of mistaking the 8 inches. He thought that was less than 8. Nope.
There comes the binocs.
Binocs
Reeves
up.
giving fast
Oh,
and
he looks
furious
so
and
pissed.
moved, man.
It's this. You got to hit this, man. You got to hit this, Randy. Everybody shut up. It's a putt. Yes, he does it. All right.
He's still in.
Randy Reeves cocked that hat to the left and said, let's go to work. Oh, man, I bet this guy's going to kill a buffet after this.
Oh, there's a pizza buffet right there, JT.
This dude looks like he eats whey protein and just lagoons. All right, after four holes, I'm sure that's true. After 4 holes, we are still tied. Everybody's doing the same thing, but now we got hole 5, and hole 5, look here at the screen and tell me.
Double lines. They're going to be double teamed today.
We got a yellow line and a white line, and let me tell you, boys, I think I would just try to get it right in the hole on the first putt. What would you do, guy?
You read my mind, JT. I think that's the name of the game. Get it in the hole on the first putt. As you see, Greg.
That's not the name of the game, but I do understand what you're trying to do there. Randy Reeves, he says, okay. Now that the commentary's got my back, he said, I'm just going to go ahead and drop this one in for the ladies. And here's the.
Let's see. Shoot me.
I feel like you should finish that phrase.
Not just shoot me. You don't like that?
Yeah, look at the traps. Look at the lats. This is a big man right here.
No,
I'm not so sure that's what he expected
Does that
to happen.
qualify? Jordan,
Another
working
moment.
it out? And there it is.
Bam, he gets an extra couple of inches there from Solomon, and now this is a doable putt. Greg Newport taking a look at this situation and realizing this is an opportunity for him to slide up in there.
I think if Greg Newport has seen one thing is that you should not mess around with Randy Reeves. It looks like JT Tilley knew more about mini golf. Oh! I ate my words.
Oh, my gosh.
I ate my words.
I just feel like you talk at the wrong times, man.
There's
guy,
another rim job from the man Randy Reeves.
Yeah, this is upsetting. This guy
Otherwise
is
known
going
as John Reeves.
Yeah, this guy's going to absolutely lose himself here in a second and go crazy. I'm so glad to be here at PLN Studios in Branson, Missouri, and not there because this guy looks angry. Oh, he's pissed. He said, well, clearly there was a leaf on the course here. I've got to
He's
get this.
pulling that leaf out. He's saying, This is not my fault. Oh,
And he gets the triple nipple, and we move on. And now he's pissed, and Newport is ready to climb back to the top of the heap here.
Randy Reeves wears his heart on his sleeve, as always. But the thing is, Greg Newport is cool, calm, and collective, and I wonder if that's going to be the difference between the winner and the loser today.
Very well. Yeah, could be. Also the khakis. It seems like the khakis are a lot stretchier with Newport. These are some sort of like maybe Banana Republic or Gap, but they're super stretchy, like rayon type of a blend. And I think that's a factor because the way he does his bending down. See, look at this.
The dog shirt.
See, right across the butt, there's always a lot more play in his shorts than Randy Reeves. It could be the glutes of Reeves, though. We've yet to address that.
Shirt.
Here comes the ball.
Dark Knight.
Oh, shoot.
Unfortunately, he has not done it. That broke just to the left.
Man. Okay, so what this means is now we're going to have the donk here. Bonk, it's in. Okay, now
Donkey Kong.
we're going to go back to the leaderboard, I'm sure, and take a look. But what we're going to find here is that Randy Reeves is no longer the paterfamilias, and we are back to the land of Greg Newport. So moving forward, it's going to be a catch-up game.
JT, as a spectator, I've got to say, I love it when it stays consistent and it stays anyone's game. It looks like we're seeing some signs fall down there. Maybe some of the fans are getting too excited and throwing.
Is that big sign that just dropped said, "Go John Powell"?
Yeah, exactly. Fans are throwing out the old signs.
All right, there's your leaderboard, guys. And as you can see, just as I called it, Randy
Greg Newport has taken the lead. Unfortunately,
you forget. I tell you, Randy likes to get to the back of the pack and just hang out till the end and then slide in,
attack,
and steal your girl. Oh, look at this. It's like a senior photo here. Wow, that was great. It was like a glamour shot. I hope somebody got a still of that for his family. All right, what hole are we at now, Guy?
I will have to confirm, but it's looking like we are coming up to the end of the first 9.
Did you slow your voice down like that because you were trying to get the information?
No, I was reading a text message from a girl.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. All right, and here we go. Bam, it's in. That's another twofer for the man. Randy Reeves getting ready. He's at bat. First, he's going to go ahead and swing his left arm. That's just for good luck. And a couple of fakes.
Randy Reeves.
You know, that one shot there, it kind of looks like one of those old Benny Hill shots where you don't know if the guy's wearing pants or not. But luckily, this time, pants are on.
Watch the heart on the sleeve come out. He's going to show exactly how he's feeling.
Okay, let's see here if he can get this twofer. Okay, bonk. He's still down by 1. And he did a little bit of a celebration there. He did a thing where he threw the ball up and caught it. But that's not nearly as cool as Newport's, hey, look at the ball when he shows it to the camera. That's Newport needs a ball sponsorship. Okay, now we're looking at the leaderboard here. And again, as you can see, it's just as close as can be. And we're watching 2 of the elite athletes in miniature golf and specifically World Putting League go head-to-head in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for $1 billion, give or take.
$1 billion. I'd like that. Hole 7 coming up to the end of hole 9. Coming up to the end of the first 9. This is where the players really start playing to set themselves apart. There's only one shot between the 2 of them.
All right, taking a look at the man here, just practicing. Slipping that left arm out there, just kind of like flopping that out there for his family. And another rock. This rock, it's obvious. Is there not a groundskeeper? Here we go. Plunko, it's in. And Randall is back in the game. Now, I would imagine Greg Newport is going to do the same because this looks like a pretty relatively easy hole. But Greg Newport, we've seen a couple of mistakes.
And I remember. There is the rocks that haunt you. Sitting
there, I just don't understand why someone doesn't move the rock out of the way. But that's okay. We're dealing with guys that probably can shoot around the rocks.
Let us see what Greg Newport can do today. There is Bill Yucatonis in the back.
That's PLN mascot, Bill Yucatonis. I don't know if he's got anything prepared today or not, but you should see this guy dance. Oh, my God. And now what you've seen is the great equalizer.
This is where it comes.
Greg Newport. Oh, he said there's a little piece of fuzz there. That's what it is.
Get out of town.
He said, let me get this in, and now we're going to be evened up. This is exactly what I thought would happen, Guy, when you said something different would happen.
This is where the boys and men are separated. This is where Greg Newport needs to stand up and realize that
man.
Mr. Randy John Reeves is not someone to be messed around with.
Wow. Okay,
All
taking a
8.
look at the leaderboard, and now you can see
They are all tied up.
we are back in the kitchen, and there's nobody winning. So take a look to the right here, and we're about to have some squiggly lines to show you the best voyage of the ball to the hole. Personally, on this hole, I would probably just toss the ball skee ball style. Is that allowed, Guy?
I do not believe that is allowed, but I think I might do the same. If I was tying up, if I'm Greg Newport and I've just crushed the first half, and now Randy Reeves has come and showed me, listen, I'm here, I'm Randy, and I'm ready to roll. I would be scared too, and I'd be throwing the ball too. Let's see what they can do coming up at hole 8. This means they're about to pass halfway, all tied up at halfway.
You know, it's interesting the way you phrase things. All right, Greg Newport taking a good look at this hole. Couple of practice swings. Greg Newport showing out today, really crushing it. Been playing miniature golf for decades. And here he comes with another hole-in-one. And it's unbelievable to see this guy. Look at him strutting to the hole. He says, okay, Randall, you're up. Look, that's what it looks like from the side. And another fist bump. Newport, you got to start fist bumping all the people. You're giving away the fist bumps way too frivolously. All right, Randy Reeves, not fist bumping anyone.
Up to the mark, Mr. Randy
All right,
Reeves.
throws that left arm out there. There's just a little bit of flair out there. And here we go. Look at the knees of Reeves.
Short shorts. Cool heart. Clear eyes.
Lean out of it. Oh, no! Oh, Randy.
Lick your balls,
Oh,
buddy.
my God. The guy just doesn't have the right. Just that.
And no fist bump from JT Tapia. Did you notice that?
Oh, so he's been
fist bumps
smited.
are reserved for hole-in-ones.
Okay.
Sorry, my friend.
I understand
No
now.
fist bump for you, Randy.
Wow,
Now
that's just
Newport
heartbreaking.
has taken the lead with 1 going -3 and Randy Reeves sitting at -2, meaning Greg Newport is 1 shot above him. But as Randy Reeves has proven, don't count me out until the fat lady sings. Or don't count me out until JT Tilly sings.
That's right. That's right. Now, Randy Reeves down by 1. I think what I said earlier is still in effect. Randy Reeves likes to go and kind of huddle around the bottom of the pack, just kind of hang out and watch. And then he's a sniper. He just slides in at the end for the big victory. Here we are inside the Tunnel of Love, and Randy's going to tee off.
Tunnel of Love. The Bat Cave.
Now you can look through the cave there at the end of the tunnel. You can see Greg Newport. If I were him, I'd be screaming, trying to. Oh! Wow, that's not good.
Oh,
That's not good.
come on, Randy. This is a hole where you've got to clean up.
Randy looks upset. Yep,
And
it's that
fuzz.
piece
It's
of
always
fuzz.
the fuzz.
You got to
It's
watch
not
that.
me, it's
Rocks
the
and fuzz. How did the WPL Survivor Series go? Oh, there was so much rocks and fuzz.
Rocks and fuzz.
Oh, my gosh.
these
Oh,
little-
whoa,
okay.
hey.
That's a new celebration. Yeah, I wonder if that was intentional.
That might have been one of those things where you kind of fall down when you're walking, but you turn it kind of into a dancing move.
Turns to like a little cool moment.
Yeah,
I've
because
done
he
that
almost
before.
dropped the ball, but then wow.
Double take.
All right, so Greg Newport in the shadows getting ready to tee off. This is an opportunity for him to strengthen and lengthen his lead.
He's already crouched over that ball, huh?
Yeah, he really is. That's an interesting choice for him to make there.
I can't see the play, but I can see he's disappointed. And I know
Yeah, it looks
he's
like
not
he
getting a
doesn't.
hole in one. He's disappointed. That's the Greg Newport. I wonder what Greg Newport's delivery route looks like today.
Well, Greg Newport, of course, he's used to dominating. That's been his day. I'm sure he's not playing it safe, but I can see that Bill Yucatanis is going to head over to the hole now, and maybe we can get some sort of an idea of what's happening. All right, here we are.
Stepping up to the mark, Greg Newport. The Batman.
And it's a deuce. Greg Newport still in the lead by 1.
Unbelievable. Greg
And
Newport.
there's Bill Yucatanis.
And always a sportsmanship that blows me away. Doesn't matter if they've sank a hole in one or they've gone 2 over. It's always going to be some sort of acknowledgement of the other player.
Yeah, there's a lot of great sportsmanship at the World Putting League. Way too many fist bumps for my taste, but a lot of great sportsmanship. And now we're looking at the leaderboard. And what does it say, Guy?
Greg Newport is still one up at -3, and Randy Reeves is -2. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget these are still two unbelievable scores for this course. We're just looking at the best do the best work. They're so good they make it look easy, and I think that is ultimately what this all comes down to. The World Putting League, just the best of the best. The cream of the crop from all around the country coming together, competing, sportsmanship, and ultimately who's going to walk away with the $1 billion?
Give or take.
Give or take. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, hole 10. Here we are, hole 10. You can see the ankles and part of the thigh of our leader as he tees off at hole 10. Beautiful shot here. You can see the lava floating down into the water.
Beautiful lava.
Don't drink the water at the Aloha course.
If you value your intestinal system, do not drink the water. Similar to that, if you value your intestines, don't eat from the sandwich shop opposite the course. And I learned that from experience, unfortunately. I will not promote. We will not say names, but
all right.
We don't do free promotion.
Yes, we have an opportunity here for Randall Reeves to bring it back to an even score. All he has to do is drop it in one. Again, a look at the short shorts of Reeves.
Once again,
showing off those thighs and the calves. Allows him a lot more freedom in his stepping, and is a lot more, on a hot day, it's a little bit more ventilation with a pair of shorts like that. So really a good choice. And, he almost does it. Just kind of lips it, and now we're going to move to hole 11, likely in the same position.
Once again, the aggressive ball shots from Randy Reeves. Let's see what he's got. Drop it in for a deuce. Simple.
And there it is. Well, it's interesting how this game has laid out, but we do have two fantastic miniature golfers putting in work today in Myrtle Beach. These golfers are actual size. Again, miniature golf is kind of a weird little name for the sport, but I have learned today that these are regular size golfers playing a miniature game and playing it well. So right now we're looking at Greg Newport maintaining his lead. He's had it for most of the day, and Randy Reeves coming from behind and threatening.
Hole 11, meaning there are only 7 holes left in the WPL Survivor Series. The golfers that remain have proven themselves time and time again. Through trials and tribulations, it comes down to the final 7. All very close, with Greg Newport being one ahead. Let's see who takes home the trophy. Who will it be, Randy Reeves or Greg Newport? Randy Reeves stepping up to the mark.
He's going to flop that left arm out there in tribute.
Yeah,
here we go. All right, it's time to show out, Reeves. Let's put some work in, and here's the...
This is a tricky...
Oh, what's this?
Off the back.
Oh, a special move.
Oh, unbelievable.
And it's going to be another deuce, likely.
Tricky hole.
Oh, my gosh. It's almost like he sprints to the ball. I've really not ever seen a miniature golfer that have so much athleticism as Reeves. Look at this guy. Look at his quads, bro.
Look, whey protein
and another deuce. Fantastic work, Randy Reeves. Everyone spoke to me about Randy Reeves before the event.
Tapia is not happy, shaking his head on the sidelines there. Let's see what Greg Newport can do. Greg Newport.
That's an opportunity here. Yeah, opportunity for Greg to take the whole thing.
Greg Newport going to twist the knife, or is he going to keep it even? Let's see what he does here. This is a tricky hole to get a hole-in-one on, but let's see. Greg Newport is capable of anything, as he's proven time and time again. Off the backboard, is it going to go in? And just not enough, unfortunately.
Fantastic. I wonder why more of these guys don't try to get it in on the first shot.
Interesting.
All right, here we go. This is going to be another deuce.
Greg Newport always super quick with his deuces, doesn't take time to mess around, and puts it in for 2. Simple.
Fantastic.
Easy.
Good job. Another left leg bevel from Newport, who realizes he's winning and wants to just keep it. Now, look how those tunnels are. It looks like a nostril, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Here's the leaderboard again. Tell us about the leaderboard, Guy.
Well, as you can see, Randy Reeves is still sitting one behind Greg Newport. Greg Newport with a -3, Randy Reeves with a -2. Two unbelievable scores. But as you've seen with the World Putting League, unbelievable sometimes just doesn't cut it. You have to be exceptional. And who is going to take it home today? Well, it's still anyone's game on hole 12 with 6 holes remaining. Who is going to take it home? JT says it's Randy. I say it's Greg Newport. Let's see Greg Newport standing up to the mark. This is
Another rock.
This is the last real true hole-in-one opportunity on this hole. From now on out, the holes get shaky. They get unsure, and everything kind of goes afray.
And we missed the shot. Newport comes in with these damn rocks in the way, and of course, he's now going to deuce it again. It looks like these rocks have been here a while. That one's actually sticking through the felt.
Sticking out there like from the Lion King, Lion.
Yes, I do. Randy Reeves. Yeah, that's what I would have said as well. Randy Reeves getting ready to try to pull a rabbit out of his hat. Not a lot of hat rabbits left, but we see if he has one here.
Off the rock! Off the rock!
No! Randy Reeves!
Not the
He's
hole-in-one
done it again.
today. Off the rock. Off
Randy
Ryan's
Reeves
rock.
with the putt of the day so far. And where does that bring us, Guy?
That it means we are all tied up in the WPL Survivor Series final.
Rewind the tape. That's what I said would happen. And now we're looking at the
JT Tilly called
leaderboard,
it.
and you can see Randy Reeves is now bringing it back to where it's just a contest of the last 6 holes.
Randy Reeves using Pride Rock from the Lions King to bounce into that hole-in-one.
Absolutely,
Let's
he did.
see.
It all comes down to the color choices of your top and the flowy structure of your pants, and that's the thing that we've seen today that made all the difference. Greg Newport with the black shirt sailed through the pack in the qualifiers, and of course now we see Randy Reeves with the stretchy shorts showing his thighs, his quads, his hammies, and his knees all the way to the back 6.
Let's see what they can do.
Are these competitors allowed to take their shirts off, Guy?
They are right now no rules against it because no one's tried it. I would love to see it happen though. I feel like Randy
That's a
Reeves,
really weird thing for you to say, actually.
Well,
Okay, back to the hole. Randall Reeves trying to show out a little bit here. And that's a great putt. I don't know how challenging that hole was, but I do know that he's about to deuce it in oncoming traffic.
Randy Reeves with the Pro League Network hired actors in the background.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
All right, Greg Newport needs a hole-in-one. Probably very uncomfortable for Newport after having a lead for essentially the entire day. He was not worried about Randy Reeves in the least this afternoon, but now Randy Reeves is all up in him.
Well, listen, he should have listened to JT Tilly's predictions because Randy Reeves did not come to play.
No, he did not. He came to play.
He came to win.
And I just for a few moments there, I thought we were going to replay the same pattern again, but not yet.
JT, tell me, what is the guy in the floral shirt behind Greg Newport thinking right now?
Well, that's William Huerta, and he's actually wondering exactly where he is. That guy's got a severe case of loss of memory.
I see.
Now, take a look at this shot. This is a nice-looking shot. It's a beautiful course. If you ever get away down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and you have some time to play some mini golf, this is a fantastic course. They take great care of it, and they're always really good to us, Pro League Network and the World Putting League. However, this course has been ripped up today by Randy Reeves
and Greg Newport.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be faster with that. I guess I should have said something.
I didn't know you were waiting on the hook there.
Let's do it again. I'll do it again later.
Okay, let's try it again.
Yeah.
Once again, check out those live odds at Bet365 for bet responsibly. But we have got Greg Newport and Randy Reeves coming down to the wire.
Do you think I'm supposed to be repeating everything you say for the American listeners?
Because of the language barrier?
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's one of those things, in the corner when they have sign language.
I may have misunderstood this gig. Am I only just the translator?
You're just the translator. I speak, and then you just
I
not
understand.
only speak in American, but you do the sign language as well.
It's called English. All right, so here we go. This is the second putt this hole from Gregory Newport.
There we go, Greg Newport.
Fantastic. This guy's just solid. He's very solid. But
Drop a
here we
deuce
go.
on my face. Let's go.
Randy Reeves, the hero of the day. It's an underdog story. And here we have the battle nostrils at the Aloha. Sometimes it's like looking up into the sky. I can't see the ball until it's on its way. And here it comes.
Sometimes it's like looking up to the sky because you can't see that it's coming till it's on its way.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
well said.
It's poetic.
Okay, here we go. Oh, my God!
Oh!
And he does it!
Randy Reeves!
Now Randy Reeves is the man. Take a look at the strut.
my
This is what you
stick.
call the gangster lean. And he kicks out that right foot yet again. And a fist bump.
There we
Oh,
go.
my gosh. That was probably a qualified fist bump. That was a little bit of sarcasm, a little bit of teamsmanship. But really, he was like, look, right underneath the battle nostrils
For
is where
the
I took you.
First time today, Greg Newport has dropped out of the first place position. Randy Reeves has gone 4 under, with Greg Newport being 3 under, meaning Randy Reeves has finally taken the first position in the WPL Survivor Series finale. Greg Newport, let's see how he handles being second place. He's been first place the whole day. Greg Newport, now you need to show us why you Greg Newport.
Right. You know, I saw all of this on The Simpsons, right? All right, taking a look here. There's a big white line in the middle of this course.
A big white line? That sounds like...
Sorry, it's not what you think. This is just a suggested trace of where the ball should go in order to ultimately hit the hole. Randy Reeves is going to blaze his own trail here right in the face of oncoming traffic. Here he goes. And Rick Alessi warned me about this guy. He said, don't sleep on Randy Reeves.
Oh, it's curled around. It's bended its way into the hole. Come on, Randy.
All right, now he needs to drop it here or we are in trouble. He's got to protect this lead. Randy Reeves. All right, they call him the executioner. Randy Reeves just dropped it in 2, and now the pressure's on Greg Newport.
Pressure building up on me.
Did you write that?
I did. That was beautiful, huh?
Yeah, that was really good.
Guys, by the way, I am sitting with a Grammy Award-winning JT Tilley.
That's right.
The vocalist. They call him the songbird of our generation.
Yes, my mom calls me. All right, Newport, not
Your
so
mom
great.
calls you?
He's not anymore. He's
Me
going to
neither.
take a knee here. This is going to just be a quick tribute. And now Newport with the extra 8. And that's probably going to mean Newport drops this one in 2. And we move another hole forward with Reeves in command.
Come on.
And he does it.
Simple.
Fantastic miniature golf. I've been to this course. It was not an easy course to play.
Hole 16, and Randy Reeves has still got one up on Greg Newport. This may be the greatest comeback story since Kim Kardashian. Who
It could be.
knows what is going to happen? Honestly, Greg Newport holding the victory for the whole day, only to be toppled by Randy Reeves at the end. You couldn't script this kind of stuff. Let's see what happens. Hole 16, that means there are 2 holes left. Randy Reeves is 1 up. Greg Newport, it's time to get to work. It is time to drop everything and get to work, my friend.
I would probably take my shoes off.
Your shoes off. Better circulation.
Better traction.
Better
It's
traction.
a, you know.
I hear that.
All right, here we go. The pressure is on. Greg Newport has been known to rise to the occasion, but he has not faced adversity in this final game at all until this moment. So, Greg Newport, inside his mind, he's asking himself, have I done enough? Am I good enough? And do people really like me when they say they're my friends?
Like I said before, JT Tilley, you just read my mind. Am I good enough? Do people like me? Let's see.
Okay, now I'm not aware of this hole or how challenging it is, but that did not go in, so I would imagine this is another chance for Randy Reeves to lengthen his lead if he can drop it in 1. And look at the face here.
Randy Reeves, get to work.
Wow, Randy Reeves, he wants this title, and he's coming hard.
Coming hard.
All right, a couple of fake swings, practice swing. He's going to stick that left arm out there and jiggle it for the ladies. And here we go.
Come on me hard and jiggle me. Let's go, Randy Reeves. Oh.
Okay. You got very excited about an average putt, but all we need to do here is just get this in and move on. We'll still be one up. Randy Reeves copping a squat just in a tribute of his own here. All right. Piece of fuzz. That's what happened.
Always the fuzz.
I can't believe the fuzz and the rocks on this course. All right, here we go. Easy putt. Don't mess it up.
The cards are in line. The shoes are.
Boom. All right. Going into hole 17 with a one-stroke lead. It's Randy, the executioner, Reeves.
Let us see if Randy Reeves can cover this. This has been potentially the greatest story in sporting history. Randy Reeves is now 4 under, Greg Newport 3 under, meaning Randy Reeves is 1 above Greg Newport and may just take the victory of the WPL Survivor Series. Who is going to win this? Greg Newport, you've been playing fantastically all day. Pull something out the hat. Randy Reeves, you are the Randy man of all time. Let's see you keep it up.
But you know they can't hear you, right?
I know. I just feel like I'm talking to them sometimes. I feel like deep down they can hear me.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right, we're in hole 17, guys. Hole 17, it looks like the line of play is just a straight line. I know from my years of failing at miniature golf that that's easier said than done. But if you were on this hole, guy, how would you play it?
Straight, like I always do.
Yes, absolutely you do. And it's almost convincing. Here we go. He's going to take that left arm and flop it out there for the lady fans. They got a twofer on that one. And here we go. This is hole 17. And our leader needs to sink it in 1 to put an exclamation mark on that ass. Oh, that's embarrassing. Holy smokes. Oh, something awesome.
That could have been the victory for Randy Reeves. He
And
could have
there's
just
Solomon.
twisted the knife on Greg Newport, but looks like Jordan is going to have to take the knee, give him 8 inches, and he's going to have to keep it up.
You know, I'd really like to get some sort of an edited replay of this guy taking a knee after all these shitty putts. That's a really cool thing that WPL does. All right, Randy Reeves here. He's going to need to sink this in 2. Otherwise, he's going to go in even likely on the final hole. Then he does it. All right, most of the work is done here for Randy Reeves.
Greg Newport, step up and do something now, because if you want to win this, if you want to show us what you're made of, it is go time. You need to sink a hole in 1 now. You need to come back.
All right, Gregory fist bump Newport. Here he comes. The most important putt of the day so far is this one. And he misses. Oh, that was a practice swing. I'm sorry. My bad. Gregory Newport. If you're just tuning in, he wants the ball to go into the little hole.
Off the backboard. Nothing.
All right, and somewhere Randy Reeves' mama is chuckling. This looks good for Randy Reeves. Greg Newport looking at the ball as if it's done something. Maybe there was fuzz.
It's always the fuzz.
Very excited. He drops it. Anything can happen, guy. We're going into the final hole, correct?
Correct. I mean, we're going to have to see an unbelievable hole-in-one from Greg Newport and Randy Reeves to kind of drop the ball now to see some sort of turnover in the results, because Randy Reeves is still 1 under Greg Newport with a -4. Greg Newport sitting on -3. That means Randy Reeves is going to have to kind of drop the ball, and Greg Newport is going to have to come up with something magical. Let us see what happens. This could be the greatest underdog story of all time. Coming up to hole 18 on the WPL World Putting League Survivor Series finale. Let us see what you're made of. It is time to drop everything and get to work. Let's go, Greg Newport. Who is going to win, Greg Newport or Randy Reeves?
Well said, Gary. I would go with Randy Reeves. As always, Randy Reeves putting in good work today. But now it's down to the final hole, and all Randy has to do is outrun Greg. He does not have to outrun the bear.
It's always outrun this. You don't have to outrun the bear, outrun the slowest player. And it's sad to call Greg Newport the slowest player today, because Greg Newport has won his event and he's been in front the entire event, only to be taken away at the last second, taken from behind by Randy Reeves.
Well said, Guy. All right, here comes the little ball, and it misses the hole.
Greg Newport, you needed a hole in one there, brother. Come on.
Oh, this is a bad situation for Greg.
Now I'm
Stinky
going to have to go
Newport.
out on a night out in Branson, Missouri with JT Tilley. There's a deuce.
That's right.
He knows what he's done.
All right, here's what we're looking at, kids. All we need is a deuce.
A deuce
From Randy, the executioner
Reeves.
Reeves.
He has won the World Putting League Survivor Series.
Fantastic play. What a fantastic game by both of these competitors. But Randy Reeves, the story of the day.
Randy Reeves just needs to deuce. Randy Reeves, come on, keep it consistent now. Put your heart on your sleeve and show us the comeback you're capable of. Oh, let's see. I'll give a moment of silence for this. The ball is tracking nicely off the backboard. And it is
I've
set
gotta
up
be
for
honest,
an easy
it's,
deuce putt. Has Randy Reeves
Randy
just
Reeves
done the
is
impossible?
he is the Survivor Series champion in 3, 2, 1.
And there it is! Randy Reeves
Wow.
has won the WPL Survivor Series.
Randy Reeves from zero to hero. It's his day. Randy Reeves is the winner. And there's Greg Newport, egg on his face. I'm sorry, Greg. Maybe next time, or try wiffle ball. Randy Reeves, the winner, which means I have defeated you, Guy.
That is
I
correct.
had told you so. I want to thank Rick Alessi for giving me that great hint of who might be the winner today, and his beautiful wife at home with the dogs. I hope you guys had a good time watching the broadcast. Today has been a great story. It's been the story of the comeback of the century.
We are going to cut to an interview now on the sidelines and hear from what Randy Reeves, the finalist, has to say, and then me and JT Tilley will sign you guys off.
Randy Reeves, officially the newest WPL champion. Let's hear it for him.
Thanks, everybody.
Randy, first time WPL championship right here. Talk about it.
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, the competition is very tough out here. Greg, I mean, we have battles all the time. Now you got to play good to beat him, as well as John and Tim and all these guys. It's just it's played in, I think, 4 of them now. So, yeah, it feels really good to win one.
Right, last year wasn't the kind of year that you wanted. This year you started off with a bang. How do you go on from here?
I don't know, just one tournament at a time, you know. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. So, I don't know, but even the bad ones are fun, so.
Our commentary crew, Guy Henderson, over at the PLN studio, said that this is the best comeback since Kim Kardashian's story. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know about all that, but I'm in good company, I guess.
Yes, sir. What are you going to do with this reward money that you're about to win?
Just keep traveling around, playing in tournaments, you know, just travel expenses, just, I don't know, hopefully if you can break even doing this stuff, that's a blast, you know. Yes. Every now and then make a little bit of profit, you know.
All right. Good stuff, Randy.
All right. Josh.
WPL champion, Randy Reeves.
Thank you, Josh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today, folks. The World Putting League Survivor Series is now done. Randy Reeves, with the comeback of the century, has won the entire event. That has been all from today from me and JT Tilley here in the booth. Ladies, once again, Justin Bieber, if you worked out, contact me on all social medias. That's all social medias. Guy Henderson, the South African slinger. Let's go. I'm going to hand it off to JT Tilley to sign us off. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more Pro League Network events.
That's right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Pro League Network for the World Putting League. We've seen some incredible action today. I learned a lot about miniature golf, and I learned even more about my good friend, Guy Henriksen. But tonight, the story of America's sweetheart, Randy Reeves, winning the Survivor Series World Putting League champion, Survivor Series champion, Randy Reeves. For everybody here at PLN Studios and all of the team in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, thanks for tuning in. My name is JT Tilley, and this is Gary Hanford. And we thank you for watching World Putting League. Hanford? Is it Hanfordson?
Henderson.
Henderson.
Thank you.